shipping information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Take 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge with you everywhere. Download the 104.5 ESPN mobile app powered by Citizens Bank and Trust and stream Off the Bench, Live at Lunch, The Hunt Palmer Show, and After Further Review, live or on demand. Catch every podcast, listen anytime, and connect directly to the studio with a single tap. Plus, get breaking sports news delivered straight to your phone with exclusive push notifications from LouisianaSports.net. The 104.5 ESPN mobile app powered by Citizens Bank and Trust, invested in Baton Rouge. Download it today.
Water is water, right? Not when it's Evermore. Smooth-tasting Evermore water is Mother Nature's masterpiece. Evermore is natural artesian water. Maybe you want a healthier lifestyle, a high-end athlete who wants better hydration, or a parent who wants something healthier for their kids. You want Evermore. EVAMOR. Evermore. Available at great local retailers.
If you've been in an accident and the insurance company won't pay for your rental or the diminished value of your vehicle, you aren't alone. I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA 2620484, office in Baton Rouge.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge. Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone, boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Luke. Good Lord.
You're the second yo, bud.
Luke, what are you doing? Welcome in. Off the Bench. Monday morning. Off to a rough start on those yos.
I want to see how long you went by yourself.
I was going to go for a while. It was going to be like
It's going to be a whole first segment of
yo. Like a goal in the Spanish broadcast.
Ran out of air.
Huh? I thought about it, but then I get embarrassed. I was like, I don't want my voice to crack. First thing out the gate Monday morning.
That's rough.
Welcome in. Off the Bench, right from the Raising Cane studio. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive. We got Richard Dickson filling in the co-host chair this morning. Morning, sir.
Morning.
How we doing?
Doing good.
Everything's good? You awake?
Getting there.
You ready to give these sports takes today?
Still no sports right now. I
Okay.
think Drew Brees went to the Hall of Fame.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Alondra is on vacation today. We got Luke filling in. What's going on, Luke?
Yo, what's going on?
Awful job today on the Yos.
Yeah, I was thinking Taylor was going to open up with the weather, so I was late on the ice.
Well, that's what I was out. That was my next statement.
Well, he didn't play the thing either.
We
so I
didn't
just
play,
told him to hit the open.
We didn't play the thing on the for the weather. I don't know how people are supposed to survive today without understanding.
Possible thunderstorms in the afternoon, high of 90, Matt.
Yeah, okay, wow.
You're welcome.
Rinse and repeat, copy and paste.
Get your umbrellas not opened. Have them in the car, ready to go.
Okay, so
That's
I
a
know there's
typical
been
summer weather statement.
Yep.
I know. I know we had some spotted showers towards the end of last week, but I guess tell you what, Flynn household, not one spotted shower made its way over our house.
Yeah,
we're dry. We are real dry right now. We need a little rain. So if you could put that in the forecast for tomorrow, Taylor, that would be fantastic. Luke, you in tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. I'm doing AFR the rest of the week.
Oh, we'll actually have the weather tomorrow.
We'll
then.
have
So that
the
actually,
weather.
This actually works out perfectly.
I think y'all got Braxton in tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. What a beautiful, beautiful morning it was. Driving in. No traffic for me today, Taylor. I don't know if there's traffic for you coming in. Luke, do you get on interstate?
I don't. I just go down River Road.
You go down, okay.
All the way down River Road.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Old River Road.
Yeah.
Used to be the main road we traveled back in the day.
We would travel. You'd have to go a long way to not get very far.
Yeah.
Richard, what's up, buddy? How was the weekend?
That was good, man. Just, did a little work on buddy's property and hung out around the house.
Yeah, so it's like prime time to get ready.
It's getting ready time.
So you getting deer property ready, duck property?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little dual purpose.
So where would you go hunt at a couple different places? Where's like, if you want to get away in the weekend and go hunting, like what part of the state you go in? Or is it even this state?
I got my camp in Bayou Pigeon. I go down there a good bit.
Yeah.
This is my buddy's property up in Marksville. We were up there. Go over to my dad's place in Mississippi every once in a while.
Yeah. Where's that place?
Pascagoula. On the Pascagoula River. It's further up.
Okay. How the duck supposed to be this year?
This just hadn't been good. I've been struggling.
You look so sad when
It
I
is
asked
sad,
that.
man. It's sad. It's not like back in the day before were married and had kids and you were running around and hunting every weekend and just taking off like half day of work, giving it a go. And if it was good, you disappeared for 4 or 5 days, and you can't do that anymore.
I'll tell you what, there wasn't a safe pond around Baton Rouge when me and you used to run the roads with our fishing, with the fishing poles, man.
Who was I can't remember the guy's name that when we first started fishing over the levees back by LaBerge.
It was Jeff Watson, the attorney at Gordon McKernan, and he does a lot of the NIL stuff. It was his brother.
And then they set us up and called the cops on us one time.
That's right. So we'd go find like the little, so when the river would rise and then it would recede back, it would leave these little little lakes, and we'd always go kind of over to by LaBerge. It was these little, just tiny ponds that the river would leave. And my God, you would slaughter bass.
As soon as the water came out of the trees, it's like that first time in the spring when that water would warm up, and you could sit there and catch like 30 or 40, and they're all over 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds.
They were unbelievable. I thought we were decent fishermen until we saw him fish.
Yeah, I mean,
he was like throwing it in grass with it looked like an inch of water, and he'd pull a 5-pound bass out of it.
He was very accurate.
Very accurate.
But he can't throw a football as accurate as you.
That's good. That's a really good point.
Everybody's got their thing.
Still got that on him. But yeah, that was what we used to do. And there wasn't an apartment complex lake that was safe. Nothing.
No. I mean,
we crushed it.
Golf course wasn't safe. You had a way on to, was it U Club back then? There's a couple ponds we go hit back there.
Yeah. We just park and walk. That was my way on. Just got to do when there's no golfers there.
Yeah, but sometimes there would still be golf.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do that anymore. I'm not. No, we'd also go to CCL. We would just park at like that bank and then walk by.
And then you just kind of were like, let's see if eventually somebody will kick us out.
Yeah,
but
they never did. We kept hitting the bass.
Yeah.
I still fish in the U Club all the time.
U Club?
All the time.
Are they still good?
Oh, yeah. Not as good as in high school. Me and my buddy would go every day after school.
Yeah.
But it's just everyone knows
Which
about
hole
it
are you fishing on?
11 was a big one.
11 was it going?
Yeah, I caught a 6-pounder out of there one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm still chasing it.
All right.
Still chasing that high.
Same one?
Yeah.
Still chasing that same fish.
Yeah.
Luke's saying it's a little past its heyday, but it's still a solid spot.
So let's say, when were you in high school?
I graduated high school in 2018. So
we were fishing when you were in elementary school.
Pretty much. For sure. Maybe the year of his birth. So we would go to the CCL lake right in the front, and we'd park in that little bank parking lot, and then we would kind of just walk the bank.
In there too.
We'd walk the bank past the gate, and we'd just go into CCL and fish.
It never stopped us.
Never stopped us. Yeah, well, they had some good fish. That was some really good fishing back there.
Now I think it's like we're too old to get in trouble for doing that.
We had to sneak into CCL
like
and
when we were
fish.
18, 19, 20.
We
thought maybe they might say
they're
something
just kids.
to us. Yeah.
They're just kids. They're young and dumb.
I'm like, dude's got a gray beard. Quit sneaking in the properties.
You're a
fish.
father, sir. Stop sneaking in and stealing these golf course fish. Taylor, what's up, dude? How was the weekend?
Dude, I worked a lot on Saturday. Look, excuse me for taking 2 weeks off, Everybody, I got to step up,
Yep.
That's what I do. They make the call to the bullpen. They say, give me the lefty out of the pen.
Yep.
I run out. Enter Sandman's blaring behind me, and we just make it happen.
Obviously.
That's what happened this weekend.
Are you saying that 10 minutes of practice you went to, that was your work?
All I'm saying is, Matt, Pretty detailed practice report on our website. Don't know who wrote it. Not a huge deal, but it's probably the best you're going to get for 10 minutes. Yeah, I did. I did the practice report on Saturday, and then I was already scheduled to work a flag football event in Santa Mall 4 to 6. So basically, I went home, helped out Victoria with the baby for 2 hours, and left again. So it was a busy Saturday.
Okay, so when Taylor Sharp sits down to write a practice report after watching 10 minutes of individual drills, how long does this report take to make?
About 10 minutes. Now, credit to Gordy Rush. Gordy showed up too because he was like, hey, you're only going to have 10 minutes. He's like, I'm going to go tell you the D-line and rotation, the secondary and all that. He's like, you can go to the offensive side of things. So, yeah, Gordy helped out a good bit. So, I went back to Guarantee, wrote it, about 10 minutes.
All right,
we covered the highlights, Matt. The quarterback throws, the D-line rotation.
Was it pat and go again?
It was pat and go again. Look, I told you, Kesha blaring in the background, one of the more electric pat and goes I've seen. So if that's any indication.
Dude, why is the Kesha songs coming out like the reports every single day? Has Kesha been played every day at practice?
Oh, I don't know. I've only been to one practice. So.
Well, that's what
I saw it on social media yesterday. They're like, interesting music choice.
Yeah, I've heard it for multiple days from people that Kesha has been blaring. Not necessarily the hits either. We're talking the deep cuts. Kesha deep cuts, which is some sicko stuff to listen to.
I don't know the deep cuts.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody does, except for the LSU football team.
You know, at least they're listening to music and not the sound of a jet engine. Les Miles didn't really play a lot of music. When we got ready on Thursdays, when they'd start playing music, and originally it was like jet engine
Oh,
noise.
yeah, that's right.
It was just
crowd noise. Yeah, they would just play like big. I guess it was a jet.
It
was just like loud white noise. That's what they
there
would
was no
play.
music. But they would just play something as loud as possible that gave you a headache.
Yeah, it was pretty like revolutionary when people just started playing music instead of for crowd noise.
Yeah,
which is like, okay, really, that's really nice. And somebody made that that song to the Sweet Home Alabama tune, but it was for LSU.
I remember
and they would play that at
Go Tigers, beat Bama.
Yeah.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, they played that. That was like, I was like, wow, we playing music out here. This is wild. Yeah, it was just like super loud. Just think of like white noise for Razor that you play while they're sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
Just turn that up to 11 and blare it on the biggest speakers ever, and that's what we had to practice with.
That doesn't sound great.
Now they get Kesha deep cuts.
So would you rather the Kesha deep cuts?
That's a good question. I don't know. Taylor said it was electric.
But the pat and go was electric.
Yeah.
The music.
When are we getting to practice? I would assume that was at the practice fields. Are we getting into practice at Tiger Stadium anytime soon?
I think this Saturday they have a scrimmage close to the media, though. Yeah. I would imagine that's the Tiger Stadium one.
Rich, when we used to have like either spring practice or training camp scrimmages, like I always hated scrimmages for whatever reason. I don't know why, because a lot of times it is you do like a week's worth of install, right? So you do day 1, day 2, day 3, 4, and then the scrimmage is basically the test on the installation days. But as an offensive player, it's like, okay, we're about to do a test, but they've seen these plays over and over and over for 4 straight days. It's kind of like in the NFL when you go have an inter-team practice with another team for a week, and then you got to play them on the game day. Like, y'all have all seen each other. You know your moves. You know how everybody likes to run their bats this week.
Well, not to mention the entire scrimmage is scripted, and coaches most likely go over the plays that they know that you're going to run.
That's true.
So then the defense is getting the same script. So like, hey, when you get this look and they're going to do this, this is where I want you to do it. Like, they know everything that's happening. Everybody's like I would go over all the plays that I'm in just to make sure that I'm going over all my reads and what I'm supposed to do. So it was like my study guide.
Right.
Well, the defense had the same study guide.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get out there and everybody knows what's about to happen.
Yep. And it is funny because you'll have like 1s versus 1s, 2s versus 2s, then you'll go 1s versus 2s, 2s versus 1s.
Yeah.
And usually the 2s are not set up for success because if it's the 2 offense, usually the number 1 defense, like the coordinator, they get to see the offense's plays, and then they get to base their defense on that. and then vice versa for the defense. If it's the number one offense versus the 2 defense, they get to see basically choose their play and then choose the defensive look that
we want to run this play into this defensive look.
Yeah, and a lot of times you got to be careful on scrimmage numbers because sometimes coaches, when they're trying to get something out of an individual player, they will set him up for failure as well.
Yeah.
To say, like, okay, this is a cornerback. I really want to isolate him on Trey Dez because I just want to see how he does. Or I want him to get his ass kicked real quick.
Yeah.
Like, I want him to see how he responds to that. So you do have to be careful. Or a quarterback situation. Like, he has struggled versus this coverage with this read. I'm going to give that to him
all day.
10 times today. And so, defensive coordinator, I need you to play this, or I need you to bring a weak side corner. I need you to bring a guy off the slot because my quarterback's just not seeing it. Yeah. Or same thing with like my right tackle, right guard. Like they have missed they've missed the nickel blitz 4 times this past week because they haven't seen it and they're not fanning out to it correctly. Give it to me. Like constantly. So scrimmages are always tough because I do feel like the coaches do set you up for failure, hoping that you overcome it because it's something you've struggled with. So scrimmage stats can be misleading, but they can also be really good indicators of from an individual performance on who is making those improvements. And Taylor, you said it before, like the best ability is what? Availability?
That's what they say, Matt.
It's also coachability.
Yeah.
The best ability can also be coachability because the coaches so Huck starts practice today. They start tackle football today over at Dunham. And I said, hey, look, you got to be coachable. Coaches hate it when they have to tell a player the same thing twice. So like that's what the coaches want to see in scrimmages. Like if they teach you and y'all have gone over right guard, right tackle. This is the look. This is what you have to see. This is where your eye discipline has to be out to the slot. You got a fan. This is what you do to this pressure. If they've told you that 3-4 times in the week and then you still miss it in the scrimmage, that's when you start losing your job.
Yeah.
That's when you start getting people replacing you on that following Monday.
So what age group is Huck playing?
Fifth and sixth, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th.
Yep.
We're still, we're that 9U.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, man.
Yeah. So
coachability is very tough at that age.
That's a really good ability to have.
Yeah.
Because they're always going to be available.
But can you listen 2 plays in a row?
They're very bendy.
Can you listen 3 plays in a row?
No. That's the answer. That's absolutely not. So, yeah, we'll get into Taylor. Looking forward to a little bit of a practice report this hour. Maybe you thought that was it.
No, that wasn't it. There's so much more detail to get into, Matt.
We got a great show for you today. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive. Drew Brees, Hall of Fame, no big deal. We got injuries around the league, got injuries a lot of different places. We'll have a Saints report for you from this past weekend, and just a lot to get to. We got weekend winners and losers coming up at 9 a.m. as well. So looking forward to this week. Looking forward to today. And before we do go to break, do want to tell you about our friends over at Rouse's Market, Rouse's.com. Hey, I'm looking at these practice reports from the Saints, watching clips. Got that big old Rouse's patch right on their jersey, there. They sure do.
Nice.
It's big, too. It's every time someone makes a catch, every time Jordan Tyson runs a crisp route, you can see that Rouse's patch right there. If you're grocery shopping for the week, get prepared for the week over at Rouse's Market, your local grocery store. Louisiana company started right here all over the Gulf South. Proud partners with the Saints as well. So go check them out whether you are getting ready. We're almost at tailgate season, Richard. And if you are going to get your stuff, get loaded up for those tailgates, loaded up for the weekend, just your normal grocery shopping. Make sure you're doing it at the best grocery store around. That is your Rouse's Market. So go to Rouse's.com, type in your zip code, and it's going to tell you all the local specials going on at the Rouse's near your house. And sometimes make sure you're checking it every single week because it changes weekly, it changes monthly. You might get a 10% off here, 20% off there. So go check out where you can save. Go to Rouse's.com. All right, we got a great show for you. Looking forward to it. Richard Dickson in the co-host chair all morning long. So stick with us right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis.
Loves to play her games, keeps me running just to stay awake. She's lying high on her mistakes.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench Monday morning, hour number 1. Monday show, of course, every single week, brought to you by Bayou Automotive. Go to BayouAutomotive.com today. Bayou Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. If you are in the market for a new car, whether it's brand new, maybe it's a used car, whatever it is, make sure you go to BayouAutomotive.com. The team over at Bayou is absolutely incredible to work with, knowledgeable. Customer service is awesome, so go check them out. If you are in that market, you could buy a car, Richard. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't even have to go to the lot anymore. You can. They got a great spot over in LaPlace. You can pull out your cell phone. Some people call it a smartphone. Just go to BayouAutomotive.com. You can buy a car right there, any make, model, whether you want to look cooler, whether you want to go faster.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to put more butts in your car. Whatever you want to do. They can drive it to you. 9 full-time drivers on staff right there that buy a car. They'll drive it to you. They'll pick up your old car. They'll take it back for the trade-in.
Heck of a deal.
No, it's a heck of a deal.
I mean, you don't even have to leave.
Cutting edge, buddy.
I mean, that's what I basically did. You got to look on the internet, figure out your cars.
Yep.
The old day of having a car salesman sell to you is a little bit different.
I know. They make it easy over there. Go check them out at BayouAutomotive.com. Checking out the chat, Richard. The chat says that you might need to get you real strong coffee right now. They said you're sounding a little sleepy.
Yeah.
You're usually a morning person, I feel
usually a morning person, but we've had the kids with the flu for a week.
Oh, that's right.
We had one of the kids in the hospital. It's been a long last about 5 to 6
Everything's
days.
good?
Everything's good. Everybody's healthy.
Need a little extra hydration, huh?
Need a little extra hydration. Yeah, it's a little bit more tired than usual.
Well, you combine the flu with 190-degree temperatures outside.
Yeah, it's
hydration important.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I've never had them all three at one time get it.
Yeah.
But it started we were all in the car driving back from Nashville last weekend, and then Charlotte started feeling kind of bad, and we drove 8 hours, got to the house. My wife went straight to urgent care, and she tested positive. And it was Monday, the kids were kind of sluggish. Tuesday, Jackson started going down.
Just dominoes.
Yeah, so I made Jackson practice Monday.
Okay.
And that's when it went really downhill after that. I was like, "You're not sick. You were eating Skittles earlier."
Is that's the sign? You're eating Skittles, so
you're
there's
eating
no
candy,
way.
Because when you're sick, you don't want nothing. But he was acting normal and eating junk food, and I was like, "Okay, no, it's the junk food that's making you feel bad." No, he had a 102 fever for about 3 days.
No, full-blown flu.
It was rough.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, with the house full of kids, it's like if somebody gets sick, now it might not all happen at once. Ours usually kind of waterfalls a little bit more. Like as soon as one's getting over it, the next one gets it, and then eventually it makes its way to Lacey and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them at the same time. That's a tough situation.
I felt like I started to get that little rough, itch in your throat and nose was running and was trying to fight it. I just denied that we were going to get it the whole time.
Yeah. Well, it's really great parenting advice. I know there's a lot of people going to carpool right now, driving kiddos to school. Great parenting advice. Just because your kids are eating Skittles doesn't mean they're not sick.
Yeah, facts.
So just make sure that's not your telltale sign right there. All right, let's get to this amazing. Everyone's on the edge of their seat, I know, because I got to hear this practice report from Saturday. LSU practice report, our own Razor Dad, right over here, Taylor Sharp. You didn't like the way that sounded, Razor's Dad.
It could have flowed better.
It could have flowed better.
It could have been better, Matt.
Well, there's a lot of things that I do when I'm hosting this show that could be better. So you just got to kind of roll with the punches, Taylor. Taylor, you were at practice. You were there for all 10 minutes.
I got to tell you, it felt quicker than that being out there, too. Like, they're just standing on the sidelines, and they're like, "All right, media this way." Yep. They're like, "Oh, they're letting us go to the other field." And they're like, "All right, thanks for coming out." I was like, "Oh, okay, we're done."
Yeah.
It felt quicker than 10 minutes.
Was it like when you walk through the gate, is 2 of the 10 minutes walking to your spot and then another 2 walking out?
I think it's 10 from gate to gate.
10 from gate to gate.
I'm pretty sure.
You go in a different gate or like
you go to that northwest corner right there by that drainage ditch.
So I would say 2 minutes walking in, 2 minutes walking out, 6 minutes actually watching practice.
Probably. So when we got there, quarterbacks were throwing to tight ends, and we talked about this the other day. It remains true. Trades Green exclusively working with Sam Levitt. Like anytime Levitt's up there, if there's another rotation, he gets pulled out. Trades is up there. So that connection is going to be strong. Malachi Thomas seems to be the tight end too. I know that there's kind of a big question mark behind Trades. There's a lot of new there. Malachi Thomas was the 2 in every drill. I mean, Levitt looked good throwing, but guys, it's routes on air. It's pat and go. Like, you want me to say, man, he had some good zip on his slants and he had a nice touch on his deep ball? Sure, he absolutely did. He threw the ball well against no defense. I look at more of the rotation. Like, there's kind of a clear quarterback rotation now.
Yeah.
Because remember at the beginning of spring, Landon Clark was kind of that guy while Levitt was out, and then Longstreet kind of passed him up. It is Levitt, Huson Longstreet, Landon Clark, 1, 2, 3 right now.
Yep.
Every single drill they did, every single rep they took, it was Longstreet 2, Landon Clark 3. So that seems to be the pecking order, and really a wide receiver as well. Jace Brown, Jackson Harris are your top 2, and then Malik Elzy has been the third guy. At least he was all day this past Saturday. So I like to look more at rotations, who's taking those first reps, more than performance against a non-defense. So that's kind of what stood out on offense, the pecking order at quarterback and receiver. Defensive-wise, this came straight from Gordy Rush, a good eye on him, because as we're leaving, the defense is running out there to line up for 7-on-7. It was C.J. Jim Coyley at star with the first-team defense instead of Deshaun Spears. First time we had seen that out there. I remember we talked on Friday. Tamarcus Cooley wasn't the starting safety with the first group. He was on Saturday. So my guess is they got their top 4 or 5 guys and a few other guys they think are going to play a lot. They're giving them their run with the ones. That's more than likely what's happening. So a little bit there for you for the offense and the defense.
Richard, if you were confused at what a star position is, it's just like it's like a nickel Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Matt hates the star. Hates it.
How do you feel about the star position?
I just think it's just coming up with another name. That's all it is.
It's exactly what it is.
A new name.
Yep.
And
I hate how it's common, Nate. Like just common. Like everybody's just like, oh yeah, it's a star position.
Like the Saints do it. We talk about it with the Saints. Jonas Sanker working at the star in Staley's defense. That's what you hear all the time.
Out? Like when did that become a thing?
I didn't hear about it till Baker got here.
Yeah.
I don't know. People just making stuff up. A bunch of sheep out there.
Like the old, what was the old Brett Favre interview? That he talks about what the difference between nickel and dime. And he's asking the backup quarterback, you never seen the Brett Favre deal? And he's like, what do they mean when they say nickel? He's like, well, they take the linebacker out. They bring in another DB. He goes, that's it?
That's it?
He's like, who gives a He's like, all this stuff.
Who gives a darn?
He's in the middle. He's the starting quarterback, and he's asking the backup quarterback. He's like, what do they mean when they go to nickel?
Yeah, what? Like they're saying all these words, man, but like they still got 11 out there, right?
Like, so you just take a linebacker out and put a DB. And he's like, who gives it?
Yeah. Yeah, so Harold Perkins, some don't know this. He played 3 positions. He played defensive end, linebacker, and star. Completely different thing than linebacker.
Oh.
So glad to see that report on the star.
Matt, you'll love this one. I got a depth chart pulled up for you for the University of Alabama.
Yeah,
on their defense.
You've done this to me before, and it enraged me. So
they
do it
have
again.
a wolf, they have a sting, and they have a husky.
Yeah,
Is that Mike Sam and
yeah,
Will?
DeBoer's not making it much.
Wolf and Sting, yeah, they appear to be, just judging by the size of the guys, appear to be linebacker. Husky looks like the nickel.
So what happened to Mike, Sam, and Will?
They're still there. There's just people call them different names.
Well,
apparently.
star, the S, you take out the Sam and.
Yeah, the star is going to be. He's usually going to be the Sam. He's going to be the nickel, pretty much. He's the nickel, but with a little bit more meat on his bones.
Yeah. Like a Sam.
Yeah,
like a strong
yeah.
linebacker.
So he's a linebacker. No, he's a defensive back.
But he's not quite the size of a linebacker.
Anyway, so who was running with the one nickel Sam position?
It was CJ Jim Coyley, who had been the backup. He was on the team a year ago. Actually ran with the second team star a year ago behind Perkins at times in fall camp. He's a guy they really like. You can play him at linebacker. You can play him at safety, and apparently out in the nickel as well. So getting a little bit of run for him. First time we've seen him at that first team star instead of Deshaun Spears. So just something to keep an eye on.
Was Deshaun Spears still out there?
Yeah. It just, again, it was like Thursday. Tamarcus Cooley didn't run with the ones. They gave Jace Thomas an opportunity. So I think they're just trying to find some guys that they know are going to play a lot. And they're like, hey, let's see how they look with the first team.
Mm-hmm. Have we got any reports out of Alabama about how their Husky position's doing?
No.
And their
but the Wolf, good player.
Good player?
Yeah, good
He's
player.
A good player?
It actually is. It's,
Transfer?
Yeah. No, he's on the team last year.
Oh, good for them.
How about that?
Yeah, all those dumb names like DeBoer's he's not making it long. He's not making it to 2030 for sure.
He got that extension, which was wild.
How long is it?
His face is so red too.
Year 1?
This will be.
He's only been there 1 year?
Yeah.
2 years?
No, this will be 3.
This will be 3 already?
Mm-hmm.
God dang, I thought it was going into 2.
Yeah, this will be 3.
Yeah. Oh, time flies, buddy.
It does.
Yeah, he definitely not making it to 2030. He ain't making it. All right. Well,
what
there
do
you
they got
go.
to do to get fired? I mean, if they go
made the
8,
playoffs.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It is funny. So you talked about the quarterback position and the clips looking good against air, and you can overanalyze. LSU's posting a lot of clips, which is great, and you see some really good throws from Longstreet. But it's like also they're not going to post bad throws, so you're only going to see the highlights.
For what it's worth, I watched every throw. Sam Levitt missed 3, and 1 was a drop. So he a little bit overthrew a back shoulder throw. overthrew his first deep post. All of them were on the money, and then a drop by Jace Brown on a slant. That was it.
How the mechanics look? Mechanically sound?
Yeah, it looked fine.
Looks great. Injury? No limping?
No, but again, he's taking a 50% speed 3-step drop and throwing it. So even if he was
Richard,
hurt,
they're watching Patton go.
Yeah.
That's the
Get
period.
a lot of stuff out of this.
even if he was hurt, Matt, probably wouldn't be able to tell. But no, he didn't look hurt.
The receivers don't look fast either because they're running 50%.
They're jogging.
Yeah.
Jogging.
All right, there it is. Practice report. LSU going undefeated this year. That's what I got from it. No, we'll look forward to it is that's why it is interesting and fun to watch like the clips that LSU's posting and other clips that come out from there of LSU receivers going against the DBs and stuff and getting to see your LSU Tigers actually play a little football, and that's pretty much the only place you're getting it right now is from LSU social media posting. So, but we're going to look forward to media availabilities, hopefully picking up throughout training camp and more information, and we will bring it to you all here on Off the Bench every single day. All right, let's go to break. We come back. We are going to talk a little bit of Saints when we get back. All right, you ready for that, Richard? You've been diving into the Saints?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now.
All right. Perfect. Stick with us right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org. That's right, your plumbing experts in the greater Baton Rouge area and Lafayette as well. They got that new office opened up over there in Lafayette. Central Plumbing, been doing it a long, long time. A third-generation plumbing company. The Payne family has been doing it a long time. And they are your experts in commercial plumbing, residential plumbing. It doesn't really matter. And we're talking anything with water lines, talking anything with gas lines. They've done it for me. They've done it for me both at my house. If we had a leak when we first got in. We moved into an older house, had a lot of stuff that we had to do at our house, but also at the business side of things. They took a warehouse that was 4 cinder block walls and a roof and basically turned it into a full food and beverage manufacturing facility. We're talking water lines, gas lines, a full boiler, everything. So there is nothing too big, nothing too small, 24/7 emergency service as well. So go check them out today at centralplumbing.org.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial.
Still places, shining light. If all this went up and she called me
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back here off the bench Monday morning, Monday. Welcome in. If you are in the car listening, headed to carpool, whatever it is, I hope y'all have a great day at school, have a great day at work. We appreciate you tuning in to Off the Bench on a Monday. We talk sports. Jacob Hester, of course, is still traveling the countryside, doing a lot of great content too, with the Sirius show and Sirius XM, not like serious content, 'cause we're serious content here. But at a different training camp every single week. Really great content. I mean, he's interviewing Josh Allen, all the head coaches. Had a great interview with Aaron Rodgers a couple of days ago. That has been, I heard it, they played like a 2 or 3 minute clip of it this morning on the morning show driving in. Aaron really opened it up to Jacob and his co-host over there at Sirius XM. I like to take a lot of credit for that. I gave him some good icebreakers to lead in on the conversation with Aaron.
Told him all the secrets.
Let us guard down a little bit. So a lot of great stuff. So we'll see if we can, throughout the week, if we can catch up with Jacob and see where he's at. Taylor, do you know where he is today? I can't. I don't know if he told us or not, but he has been.
I was going to make something up. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know who's doing a really good job, though, that's probably even better than Jake?
Who?
Katie.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Imagine what she's having to deal with the 5 kids, school starting.
Football starting.
Football practices. I mean, she's running a freaking ship over there with 5 kids by herself while Jacob's out running
He's just gallivanting, talking to football players.
Enjoying life. Like, he's loving every second of it.
He's got to.
And Katie's got, how many different practices she got this week?
No doubt.
Different schools.
No doubt.
I can think they all go to the same school now. At least they all go to, they're all U High now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Except for the baby?
Had a great conversation with her, Harlow, a couple weeks ago at Jacob's football camp.
Yeah.
Fantastic. No, favorite color, animal, all the things. I got it. Anyway, yeah, we'll see if throughout the week we can catch up with Jake, maybe get some more interviews. He had a great interview with our guy, Kelvin Shepard, the other day that we played on Friday. So great stuff over there. But Richard Dickson filling in. Alondra's out as well. Got Luke holding down the audio, of course.
What's up?
Razor's dad, Taylor, chilling, throwing it down. What'd you shake your head for? You hate that.
You're not
you should be proud.
Razor?
Well, I don't think he's being identified now, not as Taylor, but as Razor's
I
dad.
mean, it's fine. I'll take it.
All right.
What the kids missed the bus this morning?
Huh?
I'm just looking at the text messages.
Your kids miss a bus?
Yeah, Jackson did.
Oh, boy.
Now they're on their way to school.
All right. It's always something. All right. Let's go take a look over at Saints practice report. Ross Jackson bringing the Saints report almost daily over there at LouisianaSports.net. Very in-depth. You can get as in-depth as you want to with Saints practice. You can go every day. He's basically giving you a play-by-play report on how everybody's looking. Plays what happened, incompletes here, runs left, runs right, completion, touchdown pass, interception. He's kind of got it all down, and he kind of also breaks it down as well. And it kind of sounds like for most of training camp so far with the Saints that the defense has been the winner of most days if you're having to pick, which is not uncommon for training camp. Usually training camp first week or two, defense really kind of takes over.
Well, it takes a lot more time for the offense to get their stuff together, get on the same page, get all your steps down together, and the defense is just reacting. So they're flying around a lot faster. I always say a little less thinking has to go down.
Defense people are dumb.
Yeah, you don't have to think as much on defense. You got your keys, guy moves, go.
But I do believe Ross Jackson's report said day 8, the offense really came alive. Tyler Shuck had a very nice day. And I got it.
Which day was day 8? Would that be?
I think that was Saturday, I believe.
Well, because now you're seeing that they got the starting offensive lineman out for the year with a ACL.
That's right. Now, I don't know if he was in the starting 5 rotation, but certainly like the epitome of what a 6-man is on offensive line. But I believe he did start 10 games this past season.
He did. Dylan Radin, yep.
But, I mean, the 6-man is a very important position. Like in Green Bay, we had every team. You got that guy. He's the 6-man. He's not a starting 5 at the beginning of the year, but he's going to start 3 games at right guard, going to start a couple at right tackle, going to be at left guard.
In a goal line situation.
Yeah, and just plays a lot. So a big loss and a training camp casualty. And every team deals with this stuff.
Yeah.
Every team, it's not just the Saints. It's not just like the bad luck Saints.
But it just seems like the Saints offensive line, definitely the last few years, that's been the kind of the bugaboo for them. They keep getting injuries on the offensive line, and they haven't been able to keep a good group together.
Mm-hmm. If the Saints want to make a run, win a weak division, and have a chance at a playoffs, like they have to stay healthy. Like they have to have an above average year from a health standpoint. Of course, no one's going to be healthy 100%. Obviously, it happens. It's a collision sport. This has got some big
a lot of luck into it.
There's a lot of luck. But Taylor, we've talked about like their starting 22 that they roll out there on week 1 is going to be able to at least play with anybody. They're not going to get blown out of the water. It's when you start getting into second string, the second team, the backups, what that depth is going to look like. Can you maintain that? But the starting players for the team are going to be really good. It's the depth that creates the issue.
Well, and now that Dylan Radins is out, you have Jeremiah Wright, who's a rookie, who has never played, and then you have Torselli Simpkins. He had to start like 10 games a year ago because you had so many injuries, starting to the fire a little bit. That's fine, but he's still just a second-year player. So, yeah, I mean, was Radins going to start? Probably some spot starts here and there, but he was your top depth piece. Also, Brian Brzee tore his knee last week. Like, let's not forget about that. That was your starting defensive tackle. Christian Miller, who you drafted in the second round, you're like,
step up and play well. Can they step up and grow up fast? And I'll tell you what, there's a bright spot that I've seen, a very, very bright spot for this Saints team. A guy that looks like he is growing up really fast, and he looks like he's healthy. Jordan Tyson, to me, has been a wow factor. And, okay, I know that the camp darling, Barryon Brown, is having a great camp as well, which we are fired up about. We think he's going to be a great player and a great contributor early on as a rookie. But when I say Jordan Tyson has elite route running abilities, he might be one of the best route runners in the NFL by the time the season's over if he can stay healthy. Now, health has been the big issue, but this guy, the way he can get in and out of a break, the way he can disguise a route, the way he can his body control and his acceleration from going from 0 to 60 in the middle of a route is elite. And I'm watching him, and he's playing with a lot of football IQ. I saw a clip the other day where Shuck was at the line of scrimmage, and he points to the nickel Sam, not the star, the nickel Sam. He blitzes off the edge. Jordan Tyson recognizes it, breaks off his route, and they hit him off the blitzing edge. That's 2 young players. That's a second-year quarterback recognizing a blitz. That's a rookie receiver recognizing a blitz and changing his route and breaking it off to catch a pass and making an explosive play. So a lot of good stuff, but absolute elite route running abilities that I'm seeing from him. Something for Saints fans to be very excited. I think we're all still holding our breath a little bit from the health factor with him. But, I mean, the way I see him accelerating and running routes, it doesn't look like he's got any issues right now.
No, route running is definitely something that everybody's high on him with. I didn't even know who you were talking about until he started going, and I was like, everything I've seen on social media, they're breaking down his routes, they're comparing him to other receivers and other guys that, Hall of Fame receivers and how they ran their routes. He does an awesome job. I mean, they compared him to every one of the great route running receivers you've seen.
Yep.
And it's great. Comes right out of his break just like him.
Yeah, it's been good stuff. So excited to see that all year long. All right, we're going to go to break, and guess what? Somebody got inducted to the Hall of Fame this past weekend. Played for the Saints, Mr. Drew Brees. We're going to talk about that when we come back right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. Trashrangers.com, the most reliable trash removal service in all of Louisiana. And hey, don't also forget about the waste removal. Trash Rangers Sanitation Department. That's portable toilets, y'all. Don't rely on these national brands, these national portable toilet companies. If you have a company that works outside, a construction company, some sort of crew that's working outside, and you got a special project, maybe you just have a big event coming up in the fall that you're throwing a party or something like that, and you need that portable toilet, make sure you give Trash Rangers a call. They got their sanitation department. It's the best in the business. Their customer service, their delivery times, everything's their pickup, all the removal, everything first class, so go check them out. But at the heart of everything, they are best at trash removal. We're talking commercial, we're talking residential trash cans. They'll give you those text reminders, Richard. I know that won't help you. You'll still forget, but they will text you the night before so you never forget to take your trash out again. So go check them out at trashrangers.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassion.
Pioneered its existence, but most importantly, it represents you. God bless you, and hooray!
All right, there he is. Mr. Drew Brees getting inducted, getting the gold jacket this weekend. Of course, we've known Drew Brees getting inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame for quite a while now, but it is officially official. Great scenes this past weekend from Canton. As what seemed like the inductions and the speeches kind of went on all day, didn't they? It seemed like every time I turned it on, it was Larry Fitzgerald or Vinatieri.
Started about 8 a.m. early.
Really?
Some 8, 9, somewhere in there.
That's a big to-do, but rightfully so. A huge event, star-studded situation, and just some really great speeches that came out of the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Most notable for all of us, of course, Sean Payton and Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Sean Payton introducing. And how long was Drew Brees' speech? Do we know? Does it say?
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was but it was very good. Said all the things that you want to hear as a Saints fan, all the things that you kind of expected to hear, but you never really know how these speeches are going to go, where they're going to take it. And certainly a lot of credit and a lot of admiration and a lot of emotion went into his speech when talking about Louisiana and New Orleans. So awesome deal. Congratulations to Drew Brees, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever put on a helmet and throw a football. So
some of his former teammates got to go up there with him. I mean, Alvin Kamara missed practice to be there.
Yep.
Cameron Jordan.
Rightfully so.
He went almost 20.
He went
so
almost
Drew went almost 20. Yeah.
Sean Payton missing practice as well.
Yeah.
He still, coaches football.
He put the script together before he left.
He put a couple of scripts together for sure. All right, we're going to break. Be back hour number 2 on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, as the kids head back to school, Ochsner Health wants to remind families that a successful school year starts with good health. That means paying attention to more than just the grades. Check in with your child's mental health, encourage open conversation, and make time to connect as they adjust to a new school year. A few extra minutes talking each and every day can make a huge difference. Healthy habits matter too. Pack a balanced lunch with protein, fruits, veggies, whole grains, and let your kids help plan the meal so they're more excited to make smart choices. Good nutrition helps support learning, energy, and focus throughout the school day. If your child plays sports, a lot of sports happening this fall, Richie. Starts today for my son. Don't forget the annual sports physical, along with proper hydration, stretching, plenty of rest, and the right protective equipment to help keep them healthy and perform at best all season long. So for more back-to-school health tips or to schedule an appointment today, visit ochsner.org/BR.
Every ounce of Raising Cane's lemonade has been hand-squeezed that day from fresh lemons before being served over our signature crushed ice. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
People think it's all about game day. Let's go! But the real work happens in the off season.
Spring practices, early lifts,
Extra reps. And we need a healthcare team that works as hard as we do.
At FMOL Health, our lay of the lake, we take care of LSU football year-round.
so we can do what we do best.
We trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench, OTB, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Hour number 2. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive. Best in car dealer in the whole state. Put that on anything, Richard. Monday show every single week. Brought to you by Bayou Automotive. Welcome in, hour number 2. If you are listening to us, whether you're in the car, whether you're at home, in the office, whatever it is, we appreciate you tuning in. Hey, and if you're just sitting around listening on the old radio, tune in on YouTube. Come chat with us. Come join the show a little bit.
When I'm in the office, I typically listen to y'all on YouTube.
Well, because you want to see our pretty faces.
Not necessarily. It's just because I don't have a radio in my office.
Oh my!
So I go, I click up the YouTube page, pull it up, and minimize it, and go back to work. So I don't technically get to watch it, but it is on YouTube.
That's rude, buddy.
I
feel really bad about my looks now. We were looking at this LSU helmet. So do we think it's real? It's got a number 9 on the back of it.
But it doesn't have a quarterback.
Doesn't have a quarterback's face mask.
And then it feels like it's half the weight of a normal one. Now
There's some pads and some screws were taken a few years ago by one Jacob Hester. So if you look at the top, some screws.
He needed some padding.
I think one of his sons did. A screw fell out of the helmet. Jake came in with a screwdriver, took a couple of them out. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Look at the top where the face mask connects.
He could have probably gone and asked Lewis.
Yeah,
hey, Lewis, I need a few pads.
No,
he did. He took the 2 top screws off. They're not face mask connected.
This was inspected by C. Hamilton on 2/10.
2/10.
So I guess they inspected him after the season, maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe so. Well, we confirm that it's not Joe Burrow's helmet, even though it says 9 on it.
What number 9 would it be?
Maybe it was 19, and Jake took the 1 because he needed that too.
He needed a 1.
He needed a 1. He had the 8 already.
I can't believe Jake stole the pads to this helmet.
Now I got to look at
I
the
don't know if it was the pads, the screws at the top.
The pads are gone. Well, he had to have needed that because the screws would probably hold something that.
Look, same pads. Look, this is the same helmet. It's missing the front pads.
Some would say those are the most important pads.
Yeah, those are the ones that will take the blow first. That gives you the nice red mark on your forehead.
Wow, Jake. Real wow. Didn't really think you were in desperate need for that front pad like that.
I got 5 kids. It gets tough.
Okay, well. All right, Richie. Well, let's, speaking of numbers at LSU, there's probably going to be a decision made pretty recently on what I feel is the most overrated number in sports. Yeah. But that's a joke. I always make fun of Jacob for it.
You do it all the time.
There is a number 18 is going to be handed out at some point. And if you go to louisianasports.net, Hunt Palmer did write a good article on there that you can check out, talking about what he feels like the 3 candidates are for the number 18 jersey. Of course, like the 18 jersey it means something at LSU.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, like in this day and age in college football with the transfer portal, like it kind of probably shortens your candidate list a lot because there's a lot of new faces, and I'm sure like that's probably.
I think it's going to have kind of an added meaning in the new era of football.
Yeah.
It's a guy that's been around the program most likely, a guy that's has. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't know if a transfer player has ever worn number 18.
Certainly not a first year transfer.
I don't think if.
That's a good
one off the top of my head.
Yeah, anybody in the chat, let us know. Like, if you can think of anybody who's worn 18 that was at one point a transfer, whether it was after his first or second year, whatever it is. If you can think of anybody at the top of your head, let us know.
But for me, I mean, I think in this era, if that holds true,
Mekhi Wingo.
Okay.
In 23.
Okay.
Because remember, he came with Baker from Missouri.
Okay, that's right.
Okay, so we got one.
Yeah.
Is he still in the NFL? He was a really good college guy, but something kind of happened to him. Look, I like the number, especially just because, I wore the number. Jake gave it to me. But I know that what it means to the guys who've worn it, it means a lot. And, we still have a group message. Everybody gets together and hangs out, talks about things. And, it doesn't have the same meaning it had early on. Like when it first started with Greg Stringfield and Jack Marucci, and, there was kind of a smaller group of guys that talked about it, and then we'd start floating names out there, and we were more part of the decision when it
first
early on.
Yeah.
And when Les was involved, and then love Coach O. Coach O turned it into like he was using the number to maybe bribe or try to get certain players to stay instead of go to the NFL, and it became more of a tool. And we no longer really had a point of it. We find out when everybody else finds out these days.
Right.
But people still come up to me all the time like, who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? I'm like, it's not like that anymore. Back in the day, we would have an idea who was about to get it. Now it's just kind of we find out when everybody else does.
Yeah, and I kind of like the thought of everybody who's worn it to at least have some sort of, whether they actually listen or not, at least have some sort of part in the conversation, right?
And I get that it's gone on now for so long. I think it kind of got out of hand for a minute with Coach O and some other guys, and they were giving out to 2 18s, an offensive and a defensive, and we had years where they was getting so many people involved in it that now that list of people would be too big to control and have involved.
And I would even say, I wouldn't mind if there was a year that they didn't even have it. Like if there wasn't somebody that fit the mold, right, for what that is, and like how do you explain that quote unquote mold for 18?
It's more about it used to have a little bit of dealing with adversity, overcoming things. Matt Mock with Liz Frank. Hester having his knee surgery before the game, going into the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, and being short and white.
Being short and white, and then I remember when we really first started talking about it, we were playing Kentucky in 07, and Jacob Tammy wore it for Kentucky, and Hester was like, "Man, 18 looks pretty good on a tight end." I'm like, "Yeah, it looks all right." He's like, "No, I think you need to switch your number." So we started joking about it back then when we played Kentucky. And then Les Miles it completely shut it down. Jake was always like, "Man, I don't want anybody else, some slappy wearing my number. We're going to push it over to you." Les shut it down, wouldn't let it happen.
This is after coming off of 2 touchdowns in the national championship game on
I
a different number.
I made a lot of people upset. The Hibbett's general manager in South Mississippi put a lot of number 82 jerseys in after that game. And I remember he actually called my dad and he's like, I just filled every store on the Gulf Coast with an 82 LSU jersey.
Yeah.
And he changed his number.
I got an issue. We got a real problem right now.
It's good, but it didn't have my name on the back of it, so you're good. But then I came back for camp. Like I didn't even have it in spring. Came back for camp, and it's kind of a surprise. My locker had changed. So it's meant a lot to me, and I think it's helped me out a lot in business and life, and it's a conversation topic. But yeah, it's not what it used to be in the sense of we all had an idea and we all talked about who was going to be the next guy.
Yeah, I think it kind of the goal of it and the heart of it, at least to begin with, is the spirit of what it means to be an LSU Tiger, which is tough, gritty, nasty, overcome adversity, like no matter what.
Not necessarily the best athlete or the best guy out there. Just the guy that's going to bust his head.
That's and do it all with a team first mentality. And you take a look at Hunt Palmer's article in LouisianaSports.net. He gives 3 candidates for it, and I want to get your opinion. And maybe you're not as familiar with these players as you are, but like the guys that potentially could wear this, just kind of want to get your thoughts and opinions on you would feel. You don't have to pick one, but
I got one, and I'm sure it's going to be one of the three.
The number one pick in mine that is also Hunt's number one person that he talks about is Whit Weeks.
100%. He fits that mold, and the guy that's battled through a lot of things. Struggled all last year, coming back from breaking his ankle. Never really got fully healthy, but he's a guy that grinds. He's a guy that has a passion for the game. I think he's so important to this team as far as bringing the team together. I mean, he was our main recruiter during the transfer portal. He was out there meeting all the guys. He's a great face for the program. I think there's not one person that when you talk about him or you watch an interview on him, he doesn't rub anybody the wrong way, in my opinion. He has something. He's just a special kid. He's somebody that's very fun to watch, great to listen to, and he goes out there and busts his ass every day.
Yeah, great to listen to. Right. He's awesome. And like Nussmeier was a year ago, Weeks had a chance to not play the season, go to the NFL, decides to come back, decides, look, there's unfinished business out here. He spoke to us during SEC Media Days and said, hey, look, I didn't want to leave LSU a loser. Like, that's not what I came here for. That's not what LSU is about. So seemingly does everything the right way, the way you want it to as LSU fans, the way you want a leader in the face of your team to be. And he certainly has been that. He's represented LSU at SEC Media Days for two straight years, back-to-back summers. Captain of the defense, a leader of the team, and a guy that in the transfer portal, Lane Kiffin is the portal king. That's what he's known. But it was also Whit Weeks at recruiting every single night for that time that they were hammering the transfer portal. So a guy that has been very influential in the roster building for this year as well, and so a very important piece. So I think that would be probably the number one choice, and he has been outspoken and has said that he would be honored to. Yeah. Now, there's always that question: do people want that have a history?
People don't understand that. There's been guys that have early on. I don't know now, but there's been guys that have turned it down. Mm-hmm. There's guys that say, "Look, my whole family has the jerseys. They're not swapping."
What if you switch and win a Heisman?
Yeah.
Apparently, they're not going to retire your number anyway, so I guess that doesn't really matter.
I kind of like the offensive line where we put it on the patch. That 1 year was that Cushenberry? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cushenberry had the 18 patch.
Yep. And so another one on Hunt Palmer's list is Bo Bordelon, a guy that has loved LSU, of course. He has, of course, his dad played here, a big contributor to LSU football, and a guy that is kind of bucked the trend in college football, who has waited his turn, and you don't see that a lot now, who has waited his turn, took over the starting role after a week or two in spring ball, and a guy that Whit Weeks talked glowingly about when he spoke to us at SEC Media's Day as well, a guy that has waited his turn and had LSU in his blood for his entire life and wanted to finish his career here, and was put in that starting rotation in spring and has not let it go yet. So another guy that would, just like you said, would have a patch as well.
He's I don't know much about him. I've seen his interviews. I like the way he talks. I like the way he carries himself. The family is highly involved in LSU. I wouldn't be against it, but yeah, he'd be a patch guy.
Mm-hmm. And then the third person on Hunt's list is T.J. Daugherty, a transfer from Ole Miss. He came over with Lane Kiffin, was a representative of LSU at SEC Media Days. And Taylor, give me a little bit of background on Mr. T.J. Daugherty.
Clemson to Ole Miss. Yeah, Ole Miss, he was their leading tackler last year. I see a lot of Ole Miss fans on Twitter. I think this is a coping mechanism saying, we're better at linebacker without T.J. Daugherty. You lost your leading tackler and your leading sack getter to LSU. Get over it and move on with your life. You're not better without that guy. He comes in, big-time linebacker next to Whit Weeks. If Weeks and T.J. Daugherty are fully healthy and Daugherty can do what he did last year, that's one of the best linebacker duos in the SEC.
He led the SEC in tackles last year. So, yeah, him next to Whit looked pretty good. And who's going to be the green dot, you think?
I would think Whit.
Yeah.
Just because he's been in Baker's system before. Daugherty's year one in Blake Baker's system. So I would think Whit, but either one of them.
Yeah, you would think so. And, of course, the green dot, we're talking about that. The guy that has the microphone is going to be the communicator to the rest of the defense. He will be the mouthpiece of Blake Baker and calling the plays. So he'll have that headset on.
Not for that one. I'm not for that one as number 18. I mean, a guy that hasn't.
Yeah, just because it's his first year.
His first year here. And like borderline, I know that all the things of him being a utility guy, played some goal line packages last year, really played a little bit of tight end when they would get in like two tights and stuff. That one's a little bit tougher for me too, just because everybody that had worn it had been pretty much a starter for a year or two, or they they've proven themselves on the field and learned to be that team guy. Now, like what I'm saying with borderline, he might be that guy in the locker room. We're not there. We don't see what's going on every day. So it's possible that he's one of the big leaders and one of the guys in the room that's doing everything the right way and kind of guiding the younger guys. But for me, it's pretty slam shut Weeks.
But based on kind of what you've been saying, you would not be in favor of there being two.
No, I don't like.
I don't like two.
It just it gets watered down. Like I don't know some 18s at this point.
Yeah, right. They hadn't been added to the group chat.
They probably are, but I mean, that thing's so
number.
big. I didn't say I switched my number.
Group chats are tough.
Yeah, and then you change things up. You get a new phone, then all of a sudden you
new
get
phone. Who
number
dis?
pops up.
So when's the last time there has been a message sent in the 18 group chat?
Whew. It's been quite a little while. Jake kind of runs the 18 group chat.
Okay.
He usually puts everybody. Jake adds everybody, puts everybody in. I will see one as soon as it comes out. As soon as they pick the new 18, Jake usually gets it. He knows all the guys, gets the cell phone number and adds them to, and everybody congratulates
Welcome to
him.
this group. Look how cool we are. Nerds. I bet that group chat is lame. Lame AF.
You're such a hater.
All right, Taylor.
What's up?
Who's your pick?
It's Whit Weeks for everything y'all said, and then battling through multiple injuries. Like, breaks his ankle in the bowl game against Baylor, comes back, fights through it last year, had to sit out, decides to come back again this year. Like, he's been here for 4 years. He's been a multi-year starter. He's been all SEC. He's had all American talks. Like, it's Whit Weeks. I think this is one of the easier choices in recent years.
Yeah.
I love Bo Bordelon, but like what Weeks has already done here compared to him being the team captain this year.
Incredible story.
Yes, it's Weeks.
But again, to Richard, 18 has to at some point stand for a lot of different things, and I think Bo Bordelon's story, especially if he holds on to that starting spot, that does epitomize it. But Whit Weeks' story, everything he's already done, everything's proven it, like what he's kind of meant to this team, and not only what he meant to get Blake Baker back for another year. Like my God, if Whit decides to go to the NFL, does Blake stay? Potentially, yes. We don't know, but I think that played a really big part. I think both of them staying played a big part in each other staying.
Yeah.
Luke, who's your pick?
I can't imagine a world without Whit Weeks being number 18.
Yeah.
Slam shut.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's on Kalshi, we can all get rich. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I want Whit in the group chat.
I want him in the group chat. And, I agree with you as well. Although the TJ Daugherty situation and him coming over and being a really great player last year, leading SEC in tackles, and also Lane thinking highly enough of his leadership abilities to send him to SEC Media Days was that first. There's no one player that could potentially get scrutinized more than him at all of SEC Media Days because he's one of the guys that followed Lane and transferred with him. But still, 18 does have to stand on something and mean something. I don't think we can get there yet, I guess, in this world of college football that a first-year guy could put that jersey on.
It'd be tough for me to see it.
It'd be not taking anything away from what he's going to mean to this team, but just for that number specifically, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I know that Whit has said that he would love and be honored to wear that number. So, again, I'm with y'all. I don't see a world in which he would not be the first choice. Now, if he accepts it, that's another thing. But certainly all these people on this list deserve it. And go check it out at LouisianaSports.net. Great job by Hunt Palmer over there putting that list together. All right, we are going to go to break. We got a lot more for you. We got weekend winners and losers coming up at 9 a.m. We're going to talk a little NFL football when we get back right here off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Of course, the website for Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Richard, we like to say Gordon McKerney, injury attorney.
I heard you say that a few times.
It's a little catchy.
Yeah.
It's not his real name, but it's catchy.
McKerney?
Yep. So you've driven around. You've been down the interstate. You've seen the billboards.
Standing on trucks.
You know, standing on trucks. A lot of billboards. And that's just Drive to Awareness to remind you, because you don't know when an accident's going to happen. You don't know when injury is going to occur. So whether you're driving around and you get in a car accident, whether you're on the job site, a little slip and fall, maybe a little hand injury, you get injured on the job site, wherever it is. Well, the first call you make should be to Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Talk to their team, see how they can help you. They will go and fight for you. They will go and get exactly what you deserve. So go check it out. We've seen all the great work that Gordon McKernan has done in the community. We've seen all the great businesses run, all the NIL stuff that he does. But at the heart of everything, they are here to fight for you. Go to getgordon.com.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back here, Off the Bench, hour number 2. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive. OTB live from the Raising Cane's studio. It's that time, Richard.
What time is it?
Time to go, Tommy's. Time to go to GoTommys.com.
Tommy's.
Oh,
Go Tommy's. How you say it?
you got to say it with some, like, a little pride.
Well, I told you.
You got to say it like number 18 would say it.
I'm not that loud of a guy.
Come on, Taylor.
Go, Tommy!
There we go. Go to GoTommys.com. GoTommys.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, Siding. If you have a project happening right now, whether it's a renovation, whether it's maybe extended onto your home, maybe you're building a brand new home, or maybe you just live in South Louisiana and it's really humid. There's bad weather, there's termites, there's all sorts of stuff, and you got some old windows, doors, siding, whatever it is, and you need a replacement. Well, call Tommy and his team. Let them come out, give you a consultation, give you a quote on the job, and show you why they win award after award after award every single year since 2016. Angie Super Service Award winner because they are dependable, they're reliable, and they are efficient when they do a project at your house. And everything that they install is going to have a lifetime warranty. So it is good for a lifetime. So go check them out today. Let them show you why they win award every single year. You will clearly see the difference when you work with Tommy and his team. So go check them out today at gotommys.com. Richard, we got to work on it, man.
Got to work on it. I'm a little bit distracted because in my mind, I look over at you, and you got your legs propped up on the desk.
Yeah.
You might be the only guy I've ever seen doing radio that leans back in his chair and puts his feet up on the desk while he's talking the whole time.
Well, you got to be comfy. You got to be comfy cozy. You can't be uptight. What are you giggling?
That didn't hurt your ankle any?
This? No. That's good.
Oh, you're good.
Well, we've discussed a lot of padding on these ankles, okay? A lot of padding.
Oh, I did send you that picture the other day. There's a picture of me and Matt sitting next to each other, and my ankles look half the size it is.
Well, you do have tiny little ankles.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Little bird legs.
Athlete. Athletic ankles.
Yeah, you do. Tay, I want to take just a couple of stories around, quickly hit some stories that are around sports, around the NFL. You told me this morning to follow up on our conversation on Friday about the Purdue athletic director.
He went on McAfee on Friday because, of course, he did. McAfee.
Because he listens to our show, probably.
Right. Has everyone on the show. And he kind of backtracked a little bit. He didn't take back what he said, but, I mean, he got up there and he said, I was having a great day. I wanted to share a vision. He's like, I made an offhanded comment about the in-state rivalry. He's like, it obviously didn't land well. He said, I knew it wasn't going to land well the second it left my mouth, but we just had to move on and roll with it. So he kind of explained his reasoning. He's like, wanted to go off the cuff a little bit and take a playful jab, but obviously it did not work because I'm sure his 25-minute press conference was great. Everyone heard those 15 seconds, and it was absolutely brutal on Friday. So I'm not surprised he backtracked a little bit.
Richard, I don't know if you heard, but the Purdue new athletic director, who is actually from Louisiana and has been the AD here at at La Tech and somewhere else.
So he was at McNeese and then La Tech.
Okay, so he's got Louisiana ties.
Yeah.
He does go to Purdue and makes not the greatest comment. It wasn't taken the best by the country, by the nation, by the world.
Does that comment work 2 years ago?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, does it?
I think it does.
You counted up the athletic championships.
But the fact that it just happened
it's worse.
in football.
It is infinitely worse, of course.
It doesn't get as much attention 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, let's move over to the NFL now. Jaden Daniels, we talked highly about him. They had Stephon Diggs. We talked for what?
I want to raise my hand real quick.
Okay.
You said Jaden Daniels. And I know y'all probably covered this last week, but what about the DJ Pickett getting number 5?
Yes. Okay.
That's a story that I'd like to hear more about.
Okay.
How do you promise this kid a number in recruiting, and then he wore number 3 all last year? Like, to me, there's some major BS going on. I'd be really pissed off at somebody if that was promised. I mean, look, Jaden Daniels was already gone. He was promised that, knowing Jaden Daniels wore that number. I'd like to know.
So
how pissed off was he last year?
You bring up a very good point, because a lot of people, including our own Mr. Taylor Sharp, glossed over this as saying you don't really care, in which I get it. A lot of fans, they don't care about jersey numbers, and I get it. And
players do.
Players do care about that type of things because it is
usually
recognition.
And it means something to you. Like, everybody has a favorite number when you were a kid watching sports.
Right.
Like, I wore number 7 in baseball for a long time for Pudge Rodriguez. Like, that was my guy. I had to wear it. Then, I was 34 for Walter Payton when I played running back growing up.
Yep.
I mean, the numbers, there's always a meaning to the number that you're wearing.
Right. And there's, as an athlete, and as you set goals for yourself.
Yeah.
And you set goals based on things that other people have achieved, right? And if you have a goal in mind, you want to you want it to be attainable.
Yeah.
And getting your number, like having your name and your number in the rafters is always a goal of everybody. But you bring up a really point that we didn't talk about. He was promised the number in recruiting, but he didn't wear the number in his first year.
No,
and
it was available,
and it was obviously it was available. Why, if Lane has said he was promised to him in recruiting?
We didn't talk about this last week.
Well,
we talked
didn't
about it Friday.
We talked about this the whole situation, but we didn't talk about how the promise was made by Brian Kelly, but Brian Kelly didn't give him the number. So why?
I'm gonna guess. Well, first off, I saw a lot of
promise you can wear it year
again.
two.
I don't like to defend Brian Kelly, but there were a lot of people on Friday. Why does Brian Kelly hate LSU? Guys, he promised him number 5 to get him to LSU. Right. I get it.
Yeah, but you don't go against that. Like, you can ruin a relationship quick. Like,
that's the thing, right?
Like DJ Pickett, like if that happens to me, okay, they lied to me in recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
I get here, they don't do that. In this day and age, I'm going to my next coach.
and I bet that's why Lane gave it out. He probably went to Lane and was like, look, I was told a year ago I could have this. I don't have it yet. If your staff doesn't change it, I'm out of here. Lane doesn't want to lose him. Yeah, cool, take it.
Honestly, I get it. You gotta play the game.
Guys have been promised numbers.
If I got a 20-year-old or 19-year-old kid telling me he's leaving because of he doesn't a jersey number,
I get it. But also think about it on the flip side, right?
Don't let the door.
You're Lane. You're under a lot of scrutiny, and they're like, Lane, like you let this kid walk out of the door over a jersey number.
You know what? How you win in the battle of in the perception in the court of public opinion? You say he left because he wanted a former Heisman winner's number, and I wouldn't give it to him.
Sure.
If you want to go down this whole numbers deal, I just thought of another story that's pretty funny about how important it is to players. You know, you used to get in trouble. Some guys, I mean, I guess we can talk about it now, statute of limitations, would give their jersey, like an LSU jersey. I know certain players would take their game jersey and go give it to somebody or give it to a friend, family, whatever. And Chad Jones had done it one too many times. And they're like, if you do it again, we're not having another number 3. So I forget what game we were playing. He walks out there, and there's like a number 45 in his locker. They told him, that, we're done. We're not doing this. Chad took his crap off and went back inside. He said, I'm not playing then.
All right.
And it went all the way up until kickoff, and Les Miles was finally like, give him the damn number 3.
So this was during the season?
Right before a game.
So what year is this? 08?
08, maybe.
Okay, so he had done it multiple times. So this is at the end of the season?
Yeah.
This had to have been towards the back end, right?
Towards the back end of the season. And,
do you remember who y'all are playing?
I can't remember. But I remember Greg Stringfellow and them being like, hey, look, you can't give away another jersey. We can't keep getting you new jerseys. And, of course, Chad's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I do it anyway. He shows up for the game. They got like a random 40 number in his locker. And he threw a fit. He's like, okay, that's fine. He went to leave.
Oh, dude, what a great story.
And, went to leave before the game because Chad was hard-headed. There was another time that Chad was particular about what he wore. His suit had fallen out of the closet, off his, so it was wrinkled. And he said, I'm not wearing it. He's like, I'm not wearing a wrinkled suit. Well, they said, you can't play. He said, then I'll go home.
Because you got to walk down the hill?
You got to walk down the hill.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not walking down there with a wrinkled suit.
Okay.
I forget how that got around, but, Chad got his way.
Yeah.
And he played.
Of course.
But the number was hilarious because he wouldn't even go out for warm-ups in it.
That is so good, dude. So did y'all – okay, so did they change the jersey before pregame warm-ups? Do you remember?
I think he got there after he walked down the hill, walked into his locker, and he had a new jersey, and he said, I'm out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then they tried to play hardball with him because you're there about 2 hours before.
Yep.
And they wouldn't give it to him. And then when we're all getting ready to go out the tunnel, and he's still sitting in his locker because he said, I'm not playing. Oh my! They brought back the number 3.
Oh, I love it.
They had one. They had one ready. I mean,
they had one ready.
They were going to go as long as possible. I wonder. I can't remember if he gave away that jersey too.
That's really interesting. That's a good story, dude.
Well, you can say it now. I mean, technically, that was a way to get suspended. Like they thought kids would maybe sell their jerseys or do stuff with them,
right.
So you weren't supposed to.
Yeah,
take
you're
them
certainly
home.
not supposed to. Weren't supposed to do that. Well,
but when you brought up the jerseys, when you brought up Jaden Daniels, I was thinking about the 5. That just blows my mind that he was promised it and didn't get it.
That is very interesting, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
He was promised it.
And then wore number 3?
Yeah.
Was he number 3?
Really 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3. Number 3. Yeah, there you go. I wonder if he gave it away every game. Well, to just
go back to your Jaden Daniels story.
Well, this is it. We're gonna go to break here in a second. But like before we do it, Jaden Daniels, what I was gonna start talking about, he gets dealt a blow. Laramie Tunsil tears his tricep. So Laramie Tunsil, did they say he's going to be out for the year?
No, but
extended period of time.
A lot of people are thinking playoffs best case scenario. They're thinking 4-month recovery time for this. So I mean that's essentially.
Yeah, a long time, very, very good offensive lineman, and where they were lacking weapons around Jaden a lot, they brought in Stephon Diggs last week, which we think is a very good move for him, and just not a lot of people talking about Jaden going into the season. We feel like he's going to have a great year. Hopefully, lets everybody know that first year Jaden's back. But this is certainly a blow to that. But we'll see what they can do to fill those big old shoes with Laramie Tunsil. All right, let's go to break. We'll come back. Got more OTB right here for you.
Off the bench.
All right, go to First American Bank and Trust. First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com. Go check them out. They are the local bank that has been doing business here locally in Louisiana for a long time, over a century, Richard. That's over 100 years. They've been doing business and banking the right way, working with Louisiana families, working with Louisiana individuals and Louisiana companies for a long time, and just doing everything the right way. So whether you're starting a new bank account for a child, whether you just need a first, second, or third bank to handle some different funds for you personally, if your family's growing and you need a bigger house, go talk to them about a mortgage. Maybe it's a HELOC. Maybe you got to, maybe you just need a little bit of working capital for your life or your business, working with local businesses. If you have a local business, Richard, and you need something to a bank to make a decision on a loan for your business that's local, might as well be a local company. Might as well not be one from New York City.
Yeah.
So go to First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all.
mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Locked in on LSU Football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Welcome back here, Off the Bench. 8:39 a.m. here in the capital city. Live from the Raising Cane's studio. Taylor, how'd that sound? Capital City, is that all right? Nope. Got to turn that microphone on.
It's catching on.
Oh, okay, good. We'll get there. We'll still do it. I'm going to draw attention to it every time, so there's no way to ever move past it, because I'm going to draw attention to it.
I still like Good Morning Baton Rouge as the show name.
Baton Rouge. It is really good.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, we'll get there. Got to get Jacob to help us change that name. Off the Bench, a.k.a. Good Morning Baton Rouge, Richard. How do you like it?
It's great.
What's going on at work right now?
I'm just slinging some pipe right now.
Yeah? Where are you going somewhere after this? You going to a job site?
I got a lunch set up.
Pipes and valves?
Pipes and valves, pipe fittings, flanges, and valves.
Come on. Hit 'em
Trying
up,
to get
people.
this guy a few actuators right now.
Actuator. I knew that was a word.
You know about solenoids?
Yeah, what does an actuator do?
So it opens and closes the valve. You got Scotch yoke, you got rack and pinion.
Okay.
You go with an MOV, an electric actuator that you can control from the operator room. Basically, like you're starting to automate all these valves so that you can kind of have less people. You used to have guys have to go out in the field and open and close valves all the time. Now you put all these actuators and automated packages together. The guy sits in the control room, just clicks a button.
My God, this guy knows valves. Give him a call.
There's a lot of
Give
valves.
Richard a call if you need some pipes and valves.
In Louisiana.
How do they give you? Where do they call you? Don't give your cell phone away again.
Or
do it.
It's 225-715-9121.
Give him a call, people.
I don't know the main number. I need to probably look that up.
You just give your cell phone out to everybody. Give him a text.
Yeah.
Y'all Tim Tebow this dude right
It's
now.
on my card.
All right. Okay. The Saints, a little bit of news. I think this came out Friday, but we didn't get it here on this show. They signed former LSU linebacker Deion Jones. He has played with every team in the NFC South.
About to say, was he
Atlanta
Tampa
2016
Bay?
to 21. And I think he was with the Browns in 22. And then Carolina in 23, the last couple of years in Tampa.
Yeah.
So they bring him in. Taylor, was this a surprise signing for you? It's not necessarily a place where they needed depth?
Yeah, well, whether they needed depth or not, they haven't lost anybody that, like in training camp, like injury-wise. Remember, they brought in Caden Ellis in the offseason to kind of replace DeMario Davis. You got some young talent there. We know Danny Stutzman there as well. It's a surprise signing. I like it, though. I mean, you're going to get him on a cheap veteran deal. Played a little bit last year with Tampa, as you mentioned. I mean, 29 total tackles a year ago as kind of a role player for Tampa, and he came in a lot down the stretch when that defense was beat to hell a year ago. So, look, Deion Jones from that area, obviously played here in New Orleans, or played here at LSU from the New Orleans area. I think it's a good signing. It's very little risk.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Well, I think anybody anytime we see somebody, an LSU player, go to the Saints, we get a little excited. So hopefully he's entering his, I believe, 11th year.
Year 11.
Into the NFL. Now, his productivity with Tampa wasn't that high. I think he's only got about 21 tackles over the last 2 seasons combined. So we'll see if he
A
can
lot of
revive.
special teams these days? They play more special teams?
I don't know. I don't really know
you would
what he is.
typically think that.
But
a backup linebacker plays a lot of special teams.
yeah. So we'll see what his chances are to make the final roster. But obviously he's going to bring much more than just athletic skill to the position. He'll bring a lot of experience to a young group. So we'll see. Congratulations to Deion Jones. Hopefully it works out, and hopefully he adds a key piece.
11 years.
11 years, right? Good for him.
Freaking awesome.
All right, we're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to set our sights on the NFL. So stick with us right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench. Off the Bench, presented by Hood Dental.
All right, go to Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products. Your company, your team, when it comes to the best leading office technology in all of Louisiana. Look, this is a Louisiana company. Trey Beal and his team have built an incredible company over there. And proud to be Louisiana. Yeah, they're sending technology. They're sending copiers, scanners, printers. They're sending it all over the country, West Coast, the East Coast. It doesn't really matter. It's everywhere. And they work with the best company, the best technology companies, but they are a Louisiana company through and through. That's why they are proud partners with the LSU Tigers, with the Raging Cajuns, with the Saints, with the Pelicans, because they are here to help your Louisiana business run as efficiently as possible. In this world, this digital world that we live in with PDFs and Word documents, like it's still all about that paper trail. Let them provide your company, no matter the size, with that technology and their award-winning service team. If something does go wrong, they will get you back up and running fast. So go check them out, Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com.
Investing in a new roof doesn't have to be overwhelming. At Pelican Roofing, we offer 0 interest for 21 months because everyone deserves a safe, secure home. Trusted, local, affordable. Pelican Roofing, making quality roofing affordable for South Louisiana families.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades. But our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 5-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
I've been in banking for over 35 years. I usually start about 7:30 in the morning, and I usually leave somewhere around 5, or if customers need me to meet them at their house or their business places, I don't mind going after hours. I have done churches, subdivisions, retail centers.
Locked in on LSU Football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Has been through a lot, to the point where in some cases the feeling was we may have lost everything. It may never come back the same. Storms teach us that our greatest treasures aren't the things that we own. They're the people we love and the way we show up for one another. It reminds us to hold our loved ones a little closer, to love a little harder, to laugh a little louder, and to never take a single day for granted. Sometimes it takes losing what can be replaced to truly appreciate the things that can't. New Orleans, you accepted me, you embraced me, you believed in me, but more importantly, you trusted me with the soul of the city, and I would have died to protect that calling.
All right, there he is. Good. All right, there he is, Drew Brees, in his Hall of Fame speech. Nearly 20 minutes of 20-minute speech this past weekend as he gets inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And the social media went nuts. Not a dry eye out there. Bring a tear to a glass eye. Talking about what New Orleans, what Louisiana meant to him. And, of course, what he meant to Louisiana, especially at the time of the storm and everything. Everybody knows the story. We don't need to rehash the entire story. But awesome stuff there from the speech. And lots of people tweeting, even our guy, Devin Snow.
Yeah.
Tweeting a selfie with the tears rolling down his face. Everybody's very emotional.
Real tears?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big Drew Brees. Big Drew Brees guy, for sure. And he should be. Everybody should be. Taylor, how
did you cry?
I did not cry.
Okay.
I did not cry, but but I thought it was very touching. That was very good.
How do we feel about what?
The speech.
Oh, the speech was great. Did I cry? No, but I thought it was a good speech. I thought he showed.
You don't cry. Men don't cry.
I've cried before. I didn't cry at that, but I mean, I thought it was good. I thought he showed what the city of New Orleans meant to him. He got there at such a instrumental time, not only for his career, but the city of New Orleans.
Yeah. Luke, you grew up obviously a Saints fan.
Yeah.
Louisiana. And when you were, what year were you born?
99.
99. Okay, so you were very at an age where pro football players were probably on this pedestal.
Yeah.
For sure. Even college players. Of course, Drew would have been at the top of that pedestal. You grew up a Saints fan. What did Drew kind of mean to you as a child growing up watching the Saints?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we had LSU on Saturdays, Sunday wake up, because we always had that.
Yeah. You were you had a spoiled childhood.
Oh, I
as
did.
As far as like quality football.
Great run.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Like, LSU Saturdays, wake up, because we also had the noon slate back then for Saints, and it was just, I'd go over to Buddy's house, and we would just put on our Breeze jersey.
Yep.
And it was like, it was an event.
Yeah.
Watching him play and those teams play.
So you're Baton Rouge, obviously. So, like, I'm going to guess. I don't know. I'm going to guess you would, if you had to choose a hat between LSU and Saints, you put on an LSU hat.
Oh, yeah.
But
for sure.
On the same hand, then I think a lot of people are kind of like that outside of New Orleans, of course. In New Orleans, it gets a little bit different, of course, and it's rightfully so.
Yeah.
But, like, you were probably too young to understand the impact of, like, Katrina and that time and what that team kind of meant going back to the Dome and everything. But, like, do you have memories of that, of, like, that first game back at the Dome?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean.
Young buck.
But looking back, like, my buddy was actually in the stadium for it was Atlanta, right? The Gleason block punt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy was in there, and that was his first Saints game he went to.
Yeah.
Was that game, and his parents like have videos of it, and every time I go over to his house, like I'm like, can I see that video one more time?
Yeah. Taylor, you got like, when you think back to that time period, that game specifically, like, what are your core memories from that?
Man, I remember my dad would have the paper up. This was when people would still get the Sunday paper, right? And I mean, it felt like for a year you would just see floodwaters in the paper. I mean, with thousands of cots inside the Superdome. Like, people were wondering when they would ever, if ever, get back to the Superdome. And like that first game back, I remember watching it on TV. And, you know what I mean? I didn't grow up a huge Saints fan. I've become a bigger fan over the years, obviously. But, man, like it's one of those atmospheres that even if you weren't there, you could feel it through your TV. There's a few of those. There's a few of those over the years. That's one of them. It was incredible.
So I have a memory from that game. Didn't Green Day perform like either before the game? Or
Somebody did.
Because they played, there was a house in New Orleans. I remember them playing.
Did you go to that game?
I did not go to that, but I remember, of course, like watching it.
I remember watching it in an apartment in Atlanta.
That was what year was that? So 7?
They did. They did perform. It was Green Day and U2.
I remember watching that performance. Huh?
09?
Was it 09?
It was September 25th, 06.
06.
Is when they came back. And it was Green Day and U2.
I remember that specific, and that was a weird time for us because we're playing college football. So you're not like tuned in to, you're so focused on what you're doing. You're not really tuned into NFL football a lot. It's kind of like in the NFL. I wasn't like really tuned into college because like you got a job to do.
I don't think I was ever tuned into the NFL until I had new people that were playing in the NFL.
Right.
I grew up, a Mississippi State fan, which was tough. In the 90s it was good with Jackie Sherrill. But I grew up more around college. That's all my family talked about. That's what they watched. Nobody really watched the NFL. Saturdays we'd watch the game. Sundays we were hunting or fishing.
Yep.
But as I got older now, I think NFL I watch more than college right now because there's still people I like to see. Like I'm going to watch a Lions game, not necessarily because I played there, but because I like to watch what Shep does. And I keep up with Stafford just to see what he does. It's fun to me more to know people to watch.
Well, congratulations to Drew Brees, inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I can tell you I was his teammate for half of a season, and it was no accident that he was great and talented, but worked harder than anyone and studied the game very, very hard. So no accident. He worked his way into it. So congrats to him. Congrats on a Hall of Fame career. All right, stick with us. We are going to go to hour number 3, weekend winners or lose, when we come back right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Said that really fast. Weekend winners or losers. No one could understand that. I kind of mumbled. If you're running an industrial facility anywhere across the Gulf South, here's something to keep in mind. Don't let maintenance or capital dollars go unused just because you're short on manpower. Pala has experienced maintenance crews and supplemental staffing available right now to help with planned outages, capital projects, routine maintenance, and even emergency work. Whether you need skilled craft labor, planners, schedulers, safety professionals, quality personnel, or project management support, Pala has the people and the experience to keep your operation running safely and efficiently. And remember, Pala is much more than just maintenance. They also provide mechanical construction, API storage, tanks, ASME pressure vessel fabrication, and the full range of specialty industrial services from early planning to final execution. They can handle the entire job. For more than 50 years, companies across the Gulf South have trusted Pala to deliver dependable results when it matters most. Pala, employee-owned, relationship-driven, building together.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
Are you ready for an internet experience that actually keeps up with you? Then you're ready to step into a new kind of reliability with Rev Fiber. When your internet works, the possibilities open up, and suddenly everything feels more connected, just the way it should be. Seamless enough to keep up with every swipe and every click, anywhere you are. So leave the buffering behind. 100% fiber, 0% runaround, where support is still personal. Rev Fiber. Visit revfiber.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling. providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google. Based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this, and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
Another roof gone too soon. Looks like neglect. There's no doubt about it. This is a case of poor installation. At Pelican Roofing, we don't guess. We investigate to find the real cause of your roof's problems. Call Pelican Roofing for your free roof investigation today. Case closed.
The bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench, hour number 3 on a Monday morning. Live from the Raising Cane studio. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive each and every Monday. If you're listening, we appreciate you. Good morning.
Yeah.
Hopefully your week's going to get started off the right way. It's going to be a great week.
It's going to be a great
I'm excited.
week. Yeah.
Taylor's going to be bringing you the weather every single day this week.
Preseason Thursday.
Oh, we do got preseason ball coming up. Let's go. So we got more football. Well, they teased us last week with a great game.
Yeah. Haynes King was fun to watch.
Haynes King versus Carson Bay. Ooh, shout out. I think he's got a little hammy now.
Got a little hammy now. They picked up old Kyle Trask.
Yep, still playing football. It's Kyle Trask. All right. Y'all ready? It's that time of the week. Let's get to a little weekend winners and losers.
That's how winning is done.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Win the whole thing.
All right, what a weekend it was. What a weekend. What a weekend it was with not a whole lot of sports happening.
Yeah.
So a lot of weekend winners and losers for me. Let's start with a winner. Pro Football Hall of Fame, my guy. This guy just came out just spitting heat right now. He turned this into not only a Hall of Fame induction speech, a thank you speech, but an absolute roast. Mr. Adam Vinatieri.
I would repeat those last few statements about Coach Bill Belichick as well. Thank you for demanding excellence every single day. Your preparation, discipline, and attention to detail shaped far more than my football career. Unfortunately, Bill couldn't make it here today. There's a lot going on at UNC right now. He may be on a recruiting trip right now looking for the next Lawrence Taylor. I thought it was because training camp had already started, but in truth, it's because he's judging his girlfriend's cheerleading competition.
Yes, Absolutely well done. Hats off, Adam Vinatieri. You still got your fastball. And it didn't end with Bill Belichick. He roasted Pat McAfee a little bit and his wife at the same time. He said he said something about Pat was his holder because he was a punter. Said nobody is taking more pride in holding my balls than, you know. He also made fun of Peyton Manning's forehead size. So, like, a lot of good stuff coming from Adam Vinatieri. Absolutely came out with a little swag, a little confidence that you got to have as a kicker. One of the best kickers ever do it. So that is my weekend winner.
That was good.
That was a good one, right?
You know,
judging his girlfriends.
Every time he hears something, he's like, "God dang it!"
Not just cheerleading, adult cheerleading competition at that.
Rough.
It's the over 30 league.
It's the over 30.
You ever see those clips on like social media, the over 30s, like football league? I mean, watching these guys take these hits on the sideline. I'm like, y'all are stupid.
Y'all are really dumb. So she's like in Ancient Athletes for cheerleading.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's awful.
Competitive cheerleading. All right, Rich, you got some?
I'd say just, every New Orleans Saints fan, the organization, everybody's a weekend winner, having another member of the organization into the Hall of Fame.
And they get to see, Sean Payton get up there and give a speech as well. So that's a big win. A lot of nostalgia for Saints fans, Louisiana football fans in general, just to kind of look back on that era that, didn't end too long ago, but certainly lasted for a long time. And we talked about it at the end of hour number 2 and the impact it had after Hurricane Katrina and everything like that. So a lot of nostalgia there. So one hell of a weekend winner to all Saints fans and just Louisiana football fans in general. All right, Tay, what you got?
Yeah, we're going to stick with the New Orleans Saints. We're going to stick with the Hall of Fame, but we're going weekend loser.
Oh, boy.
And this is not Drew Brees. You're not the weekend loser when you get inducted into the Hall of Fame because we got another bad statue. We talk about bad statues on this show quite a bit.
Dude.
We're going to add one to the list. Who is this man right here? Because it's not Drew Brees. But that's his official Hall of Fame bust right there. I mean, that might as well be one of you guys up there. Like, that's not Drew Brees.
That guy's got Carson Beck eyes.
Well,
yeah, it's the eyes that are really.
I was telling you before the show, I've been to the Hall of Fame Museum, and they got Troy Polamalu's locks perfectly intact, and you couldn't make a Drew Brees bust look like it. It blows my mind.
Yeah. Drew Brees is a lot of things, but like being a pothead, probably not one of them. And
probably not.
I can even tell that those eyes in that statue are bloodshot. Like, I don't know how, but for whatever reason, you can look at that statue and be like, yeah, those eyes are bloodshot for sure. And again, statue making has to be one of the lowest barriers of entry ever to be a professional statue maker. Anybody can do this because they're all bad. They're all bad at their job.
Here's your example. Look at Breeze. Look at that. That's not the same person.
That is not the same
person.
That
looks more like Sean Payton than it does Drew Brees.
That looks like it's crying right there.
It does.
Right there, it looks really sad.
I mean, my God.
I know that's not great for radio, but I mean, that is pretty terrible.
Yeah, so if you're not watching, just go look up the statue. It is brutally bad. And we did it, I think, a couple months ago. I can't remember whose statue was revealed, but we went through the most recent terrible athlete statues because there's a lot, and the bad ones are hitting over 500.
Yeah,
the Dwayne Wade one to me is still the worst one.
Yeah, for sure. It's a really bad one. But the amount of times that statue makers and builders get it right doesn't happen very often. So we kind of celebrate. Oh.
Look at Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That one's pretty bad.
And usually the busts for the NFL are really good.
The Hall of Fame ones are great.
And I will say I saw a picture of all of them from this weekend. None of them were very good. Like Larry Fitzgerald's looked like a mess. None of them were.
That Dwayne Wade we just said was really bad. I mean, can you not just cut the head off and try again?
Yeah, it's not.
Because you have to know when you did that and you walk up to see that for the first time, you're going to laugh.
Right.
And that's probably not what the guy who made that wants
and
to
again,
see.
we've known who's making the Hall of Fame for a while. Dwayne Wade, they knew that statue was coming for a while. Once you get the statue commissioned, I feel like these things go, they finalize them and they're finally made at the last second. Let's set the timeline to where we could remake it or fix it if it looks bad.
So here's the Polamalu one. They did such a great job with all the detail on his hair. Couldn't get the Drew Brees one fixed.
That looks nice. Yeah. I got it. Big weekend loser. Statue makers everywhere. Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, Luke, you got anything for us?
I do. I have a loser.
Oh, come on.
You might have heard of him, Matt. My loser is Bo Hostler.
Bo Hostler, yeah. Golfer.
Yeah. He was in contention at the
See
Wyndham
the one that wears the old school visor?
Yeah, that's him.
Like with the stiff front?
Yeah. I followed him in college. He went to Texas. His attitude on the golf course when he's not playing well is horrible.
Poor to quite poor?
Yeah. And I saw it in college, and I mean he is like a country club kid.
Oh gosh.
Like complains like it. Called him on a couple hot mics yesterday, yelling at his caddy. And I get he was trying to make the playoffs, the FedEx playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. And I hope he's listening. The way he was acting.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, lock it up. Grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
He's like the Shooter McGavin of the PGA Tour.
A lot of great players out there that came from the country club world.
Yeah.
So this is like more of a overall statement, painting him a picture of like the guy that has the attitude where it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah.
Right? And just overreacts to it. We've seen it. Spoiled little brats.
See it in every sport.
Oh, Hostler, you're a loser.
Was it Blaine Gabbert? People used to call him Blame Gabbert.
Oh, Blame Gabbert. He's a loser too.
Gabbert. He used to just every time there was a mistake, it was somebody's fault.
Yeah. Hate to see it. People take accountability. Don't be like Brendan Sorsby. Pat your chest sometimes. Say it was me. That was my fault that I hit that bad shot, not my caddies.
Exactly.
Not the greenskeeper. All right. Speaking of losers, let's go. I got a couple of losers. Taylor, do you have the picture pulled up?
Yeah.
That I put? All right. Let's go to our first weekend loser, Tom Brady. Guy wins at a lot of things. Won a lot of Super Bowls. Won a lot of championships. Wins in life. Was married to a supermodel. Does some good things. Everything he's done to this point in his life, out the window, discredited. Because he holds his nose when he jumps into water.
I saw that.
Look at this picture. What a weak beta move. And if you would have said $10 million, Matt, yes, true or false, Tom Brady holds his nose when he jumps into a body of water. I would have said false. For all the money in the world.
Yeah.
100%.
Because he exercises a lot. He's still in great shape. I'm like, he probably swims a lot. He knows how to do
Probably
it.
says he is holding his, and it's not like he's diving backwards because he's scuba diving.
He's like barely hopping in.
He's
not walking off the edge.
He's penciling into the ocean from is that a jet ski or is it a very low boat? So is it a jet ski? Looks like it.
Yeah. Looks like a jet ski.
So he's about 12 inches off the surface, the same distance from the side of a pool into a pool. He is holding his nose, reportedly not to get water up his nose.
So this is a tough day for me.
So usually this is a tough day. And Taylor, you did make mention in the group chat, like maybe we're all doing it wrong because Tom Brady does it this way.
If anybody would get a pass on this, for me, it would be Tom Brady.
Yep.
I don't know if you can get a pass on this.
also
The more
wearing
I think about it, the more I've.
Is he also wearing some type of earplug?
It looks like something around his neck,
but it looks like it's
but
connected
it pops
to his,
up.
They may have been headphones while he was riding because they're not in this one.
Yeah.
They're only in the first picture, so he may have just taken them off.
Yeah.
Like just breathe out of your nose when you go into the water. Like don't hold it. Okay, so usually people that hold their nose are also shirt swimmers. So in good shape, has the avocado toast, does the right things for his body. Hadn't had a carb since 2003.
It's like how my 3-year-old jumps in the pool.
That's how your and this is how toddlers jump in the
That's
pool.
what they teach them at swimming lessons.
Yeah.
Yes, this is how toddlers. And so Tom Brady, everything you've done, take away the rings, take away the MVPs because you hold your nose when you jump into water.
That's a great one.
Weekend loser.
I hate that.
I know
so
it's
much.
tough. It's a tough look. All right, I got one more loser. This comes out of Brazil. There was a soccer match. I'm assuming a professional soccer match because there's a lot of people there. Well, I don't know this fella's name, but he scores a goal, and it's rightfully so excited about it. He decides to celebrate. There's a barricade along the edge of the soccer field.
Yeah.
The pitch is what Jacob likes to call it. Well, he celebrated, and he jumps over said barrier, and look.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
So on this particular field, there is a tunnel in the field that is at field level, and it looks like an endless pit. He doesn't see this, and he jumps over the barrier and dives right into this black pit.
You had about a 4-foot area
Yeah.
where you couldn't jump, and he found it.
Yep. So, like, think of it as a staircase that
Look
goes
at the
under
guy's
a
head.
stage.
What? Look at the guy standing to the side. Like, he knows it's about to be bad. He puts his
Like,
arms
no,
up
no,
quick.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no,
God.
no. So this guy jumps over in celebration. We've seen this timeless times in soccer, right? You score a goal, they jump over the barrier, they go try to celebrate with the fans. You could tell in this field, like, the fans are really far away from the action, and that, I'll call it the end zone on the behind the goal. And he jumps over, and immediately, surprise to him, I'm assuming there's a black hole of death right there. He doesn't die. He ends up climbing out of this is a staircase here.
Anybody
But
check on him?
It is the funniest, like, thing to see. He just into the abyss.
Looks like a broken ankle.
It has to be some sort of injury. He had to land on a staircase, I think, going down.
Hit a rib somewhere, something.
Can't fake that
Something.
injury.
He got a toe.
He did.
He got a toe. He got a toe. So yeah, we can lose with this guy. And to add insult to injury, VAR came back and took the goal away. So he scored the goal, celebrated, and he got the goal taken away.
How do you get a goal taken away in soccer? You're a big soccer guy.
Offsides, or like, we're all soccer guys after the World Cup. We saw numbers of goals taken away after the virtual assistant replay because of offsides that you couldn't really tell by the naked eye. It had to go to the camera. But
If you can't tell by the naked
wow.
eye, then it should be good.
Huh? I agree. Preach, brother.
Yeah, that was
Dude, that's
insane.
a great video, by the way.
That is really good.
Fantastic. So if you're not watching, go check it out on the social media. Just type in, Brazil soccer in the
Dives in
black
the
hole.
hole.
There's no way there's more than one. If you're like, is this the video? Yeah, it's it.
Yeah, that's the video. He just disappears. So weekend loser there. All right. Anybody else with some sort of winner or loser from the weekend? Again, not a lot of sports. Maybe next week we got a little preseason action.
Yeah.
Maybe next week we'll have a little bit more. That's it. That's
I'm just going through that guy's mind. He was so excited.
My God.
He jumps up, and then imagine the mid-flight fear.
Yeah. And you can't even call him like a showboat or anything, because people do that all the time.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the field, and it fit his body perfectly. All right. That is it for this week's edition of Weekend Winners and Losers. A lot of good stuff around the world, around the globe right there. So, all right. When we get back, what we're going to do, we're going to turn our sights to the NFL again, and we're going to talk potential NFL playoff teams this year that didn't make it last year. So stay with us right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right, if you've been putting off updating that old bathtub or shower because you think it's going to take weeks, you think it's going to tear your house apart, maybe cost you a fortune, well, I got good news for you. Bath Fitter is changing the way Louisiana remodels bathrooms. Bath Fitter creates custom-made tubs, showers, and wall systems that are built to fit your existing space with no major demolition, and in many cases, they can install your brand new bath or shower in as little as 1 day. So whether your bathroom is outdated, difficult to clean, or just doesn't fit your family's needs anymore, Bath Fitter has a solution for you. They can replace an old tub, install a beautiful walk-in shower, or convert an existing bathtub into a safer, more accessible shower that's perfect for like an aging in place or anyone looking for added convenience or safety. So every installation is custom measured for your home. And because there are no grout lines to scrub, maintenance is simple, and your new bathroom stays looking great for years to come. Plus, everything is backed by a lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home, giving you added peace of mind. So go check them out today, bathfitter.com.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
Eagle 98.1, the Rock Station, home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock, home of LSU sports since 1998, and Rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the Rock Station.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at
Say we were everything, oh baby, have you been? You don't know half of it, stuck on a dream.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Hour number 3 here on a Monday morning. We're hoping you're having a great start to your week. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive, BayouAutomotive.com. We're also live here from the Raising Cane's studio. Let's talk a little NFL, but before we do, I want to tell you about our newest friends over at Caterus. When you think about Louisiana, you think about energy, and one company helping shape the future is Caterus. Caterus is developing the Commonwealth LNG export facility in Cameron Parish, connecting American natural gas with customers around the world, now under construction after reaching its final investment decision in 2026. The project represents a major investment in Louisiana's future, but it's about more than exporting energy. It's about creating jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and reinforcing Louisiana's position as one of the world's leading energy hubs. Through its natural gas production and the Commonwealth LNG project, Caterus is helping build an integrated energy platform that connects domestic resources with growing global demand. And as construction continues on Louisiana's Gulf Coast, Caterus is proud to invest in American energy, American workers, and stronger economic future. Caterus, connecting Louisiana energy to the world. All right, so there is a stat. In this day and age, 14 teams make the NFL playoff every single year. Now, there is an average of 5 to 7 new teams every single year that make the playoffs in the NFL in this new format. So I think it's pretty, you can make the assumption that at least 6 teams are going to make the 2026 NFL playoff that were not in the playoffs a year ago. Now, what I want to do here is kind of go around the room and have us all pick a team that we think is set up to make the NFL playoff this year that didn't make it last year. I'm going to start us off. Taylor, you're going to go second. Everybody kind of be ready with some sort of pick. You don't have to have a great reason why. Taylor's going to know everything about every team. But yeah, Taylor, pull up the can you pull up the bracket last year? Let's go through the teams that made it last year.
That'll help.
Yeah, so last year on the AFC side, we had the Houston Texans, Pittsburgh Steelers, the Denver Broncos, Buffalo Bills, Jacksonville Jaguars, the Chargers, and the Patriots. Over on the NFC, we had the Rams, the Panthers, the Seahawks, the Niners, the Eagles, the Packers, and the Bears. All right, the biggest one to me that sticks out like a sore thumb to me is in the NFC North. The Detroit Lions. They are, to me, a team that is going to be a Super Bowl contender. Now, we'll see how far anybody can contend past the Rams this year, just because they are absolutely loaded with talent. But in the 2025 season, they came off a 15-2 season in 2024. They are the NFC's number 1 seed. Seemingly didn't make a whole lot of changes, but certainly playing in a very tough division. Some games didn't go their way. But they slipped to 9-8 and missed the playoff a season ago. So to me, with Jared Goff being one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, certainly in that top 6-7 range, I don't know where he falls, but certainly one of the most consistent, led or was at the top of most of the relevant passing stats, at least a year ago. Certainly filled with talent on the offensive side of the ball. Our guy Kelvin Shepard leading the defense over there. I think they are going to be – they're still that same team, that Dan Campbell team that was 15-2 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Now, they of course, they slipped last year, but I think they have them. They are very well set up. A lot of talent. I don't see them having another 9-8 season with the way they are coached and the talent that they have over there. So Detroit Lions as our first team to make the playoffs this year that didn't make it a year ago.
Should have been everyone's number 1 pick. I actually had this conversation with someone on Friday. Matt, their schedule, they play a 4th place schedule. Like they went 9-8, but that division's so good. They play a 4th place schedule. So not only are they talented,
crazy? They're going to play a 4th place schedule.
And the expectations for them were too high a year ago. You replaced both coordinators. Frank Ragnow retired like 2 weeks before the season, so you had to hurry and replace your starting center. They got better as the year went along, but you got home against New Orleans and at Buffalo. Those are tough games. Your next 3, the New York Jets, the Carolina Panthers, the Arizona Cardinals, you should win all 3 of those. Then 2 division games, guess what? They're both at home. You get Green Bay and Minnesota both at home. Then you go at Miami. That's a win there. Like every tough stretch they have a break. So like Green Bay, Minnesota's tough. You have a break with Miami. New England, Tampa, and Chicago's tough. You have a break with Atlanta. Then Tennessee. Like their schedule's really, really good. I think they're talented. That would have been my number 1 pick as well.
Very good. All right, let's get Team OTB now. A makeshift team here, certainly, but Richard, do you want to go? You got something? You got a team?
The Bengals.
The Bengals. Who's their quarterback?
Joe Burrow.
Oh boy.
And everything you've heard that he's comparing the offseason to similar to 2019, he said, go back, check the clips. And this is what I said before then. This is how I feel. Yeah. You got the clips of him running extra gassers after practice, getting that extra work in. I think that just mentally, he knows he has to have he wants another big year. Falling off since making it to the Super Bowl. I just think that, he already told us they're going to be really good this year. And I believe it.
Yeah, it would kind of be a disappointment if they weren't after kind of the words he said. Now, you always want your starting quarterback to be ultra confident and have the most confidence going into a season, certainly. So they're going to say, usually you're going to say something to kind of boost your team up or whatever. But I don't think you're going to compare it to that team unless you actually
He compared it to what they say the greatest college football team ever.
Absolutely. So this is going to be the greatest NFL team ever assembled?
I don't know if he went that far. That's kind of what he means.
All right, I like it. So right now we got the Lions and the Bengals. Taylor, you going to stay in the stay in the AFC or go to the NFC?
I'll go to the NFC, and I was hoping one of those would be available, so I did not have to do this.
Come on.
The jokes are about to come. I'm going to go to the Dallas Cowboys.
I knew I was doing it. I knew it.
Well, and listen,
the
reason for is I really like where they stand in the division. Moving on from A.J. Brown, whatever you think of that. Right now you have Devontae Smith, a Dallas Goedert that can't stay healthy, and a big question mark. Yes, the Eagles drafted Mekhi Lemon. He's still a rookie. We haven't seen it from him. They brought in Dontavian Wicks. Solid receiver. He's not A.J. Brown. That team, from what they did at the Super Bowl 2 years ago to last year, including Saquon, took a big step back. What are they going to look like? I like what Dallas did defensively. And if their defense can be competent, we saw how good their offense was a year ago, and Dallas just didn't really lose anything offensively. And because they underperformed a year ago, Their schedule's easy. I mean, you start with the Giants, at the Giants, but what are they? We'll see. Washington, who has a lot to prove this year. Then you're home against Baltimore, who I think is more beatable than they have been in years past. Then you go to the Houston Texans. Which C.J. Stroud are we going to see? Tampa, what Tampa Bay are we going to see? There's a chance, there's a realistic chance the Cowboys start 3-2, 4-1 to start that season before the division even starts, really. Then you have Philly, that's your big game, but then you have Arizona, Colts, Titans, 3 of the next 5. So, I mean, it's a winnable division. It's a makeable schedule. I think they've gotten better defensively to go along with a good offense. So, as much as I hate to do it, as much as people are going to do nothing. No, and as much as people are going to, I am the most pessimistic Cowboys fan there is, but they're set up well for success this year on paper.
Okay, there you go. So, surprise to absolutely nobody. No. Taylor's choosing the Cowboys.
I did not want to.
All right, so right now, of our 6 teams that we think are going to make the NFL playoffs in 2026 that did not reach that goal in 2025, we got the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys out of the NFC and the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC. All right, we are going to get to our next 3 teams when we come back right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com. Russell Pool Company, Louisiana's leader. The best company you think of when you think of the highest quality custom pool in all of Louisiana. So they are Chris Anderson and his team over there. They've been doing this a very long time. They are the experts in everything swimming pools. So whether it is a brand new pool, you can go and talk to them. They got 2 landscape architects on staff over there. You can take your vision to them. You can take your dream to them. Or if you don't have anything like that, call and get that consultation. They'll ask you questions about your likes, your dislikes, what you want, what you need, what your budget is. And they can do anything from a resort style pool to a basic pool. They can do everything. And also pool renovations as well. It's something you don't really think of when you think of like a pool company being an expert at renovating a pool. So if you buy a house and there's already an old pool there, maybe you've been living in a house a long time and it's time to update that pool. You want to change the shape. You want to change the depth. You want to change everything around it. Well, you can't just do it. Not every old company can't do it, but they are the experts at it. So go check them out today at russellpools.com.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no 2 cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
My name is Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone.
But you know I'm not afraid to put down everything. I wanna know you so well.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
I've seen you a second time. I wanna know what you think of me. Yeah,
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Monday show brought to you by Bayou Automotive. All right, if you want to update your house, Richard, if you're like, man, this living room, this bedroom, this doesn't seem finished. There's something missing here.
Yeah.
Well, if you're tired of looking at outdated blinds, maybe some harsh sunlight coming through, or rooms that just don't feel finished, it's time to call K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. K to Z brings the showroom directly to your home with free in-home consultations, helping you find the perfect custom window treatments to fit your style, your needs, and your budget. From custom blinds and shades, the plantation shutters, beautiful drapes, even motorized window coverings. They have solutions for every room in your home. Plus, their mobile showroom works around your schedule, making the process simple and stress-free. Best of all, K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, they offer free installation on blinds, shades, and shutters, so you enjoy a professional look without the hassle. Serving Louisiana for nearly 30 years. K to Z is locally owned and committed to helping you create a more comfortable and beautiful home. Learn more and schedule your free consultation with Brandon Barden and his team today at k2zblinds.com. All right, we are here at Off the Bench. We are picking 6 teams that are going to make the NFL playoffs this year that did not make it 1 year ago. The average when this new 14-team playoff structure is 5 to 7 teams every single year are new into the playoffs. So we are picking right in the middle of that. We're picking 6 teams. So currently we have the Lions, the Cowboys, and the Bengals. Luke, you got something for us. Come on. Hit us on something.
I got a good one. I mean, it's kind of chalk, but I'm going to go Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson.
Fully healthy Lamar.
Healthy. New coach.
Yeah, new coach.
Every time he gets a new offensive coordinator, I think he wins MVP as well.
Yeah. So.
All right, so I don't know much about their strength of schedule. I assumed it's a little bit light because of their just because I believe we looked this up like 2 months ago. I think when it comes to Vegas, I think they were tied for the highest win total over under.
Yeah, like being favored per game.
I'm assuming the Rams have surpassed that now, but I think Vegas had it at 12.5 wins.
So look, I mean their first 5 is,
and they won 7 last year, right?
Yeah, their first 5 and 6 is not bad. So the Colts, they looked really good before they got banged up a year ago. The Saints should be better. Cowboys should be better, but Tennessee, I'll take the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens over the Falcons. I'll take the Ravens over the Browns. So I mean, at worst, you're 3-3. There's a chance you're 5-1 after the first 6 games.
Yep. Yeah, I like that pick a lot. I know Vegas likes it, so I like it. Lamar, I don't think you're going to keep him down 2 years in a row like that. It's a rarity if the Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson, are winning 7 or 8 games. 12.5 seems a little steep, but I certainly can see them making the playoffs. So that gives us the Bengals and the Ravens making it out of the AFC North, which would put my guy A-Rod and the Steelers out, which I don't love. I hope he goes out on a good note this year. I hope the Steelers get back to at least winning a playoff game. I hope that for him and his career. But on paper, looking at it, like I can see the argument for the Bengals and the Ravens certainly coming out of that division into the playoffs. All right, so it's back to me. Don't love the Cowboys, Taylor.
Sorry.
I love that you are the one that had to say them.
I didn't want to.
So This is threatening us, like sound like we're pandering a little bit. I'm going the Saints. And I think I'm going the Saints because I think it's going to be a coin toss. I think it's going to be a coin toss between who wins this division. I'm not saying because they're going to be one of the best 14 teams in the NFL. I'm not saying that, certainly. But they are the weakest division in all of professional football. NFC South is up in the air. Who's going to win this? I think got some new tools, got some new weapons on the team, a second-year head coach, more specifically, a second-year starting quarterback. And I always talk about how the biggest jump that can be made and should be made is between year 1 and 2 for a quarterback. New weapons, Jordan Tyson, we're seeing that. Now, I know there is a real depth issue, and you have to strike a little bit of luck as the Saints from an injury standpoint. You have to avoid too many injuries. It's football. I got it. There's going to be some bruises. There's going to be some sprained ankles. There's going to be injuries that happen. Next man up mentality has to take place, but at a certain point, you do start to run out of that high-quality backup. So hopefully they can strike a little bit of luck. I'm going to guess they do. I'm going to hope that they do. We're not going to predict here on, August 10th that there are going to be a lot of injuries. But there's just the Panthers are the Panthers. We know what they're going to be. We know what Bryce Young is. We don't, there's not this huge ceiling on him. We know what that team is. Okay, the Falcons, what are they going to do at quarterback? They got 2 lefties that, yes, while talented, suffer from injuries. So what are they going to do? They're very talented. They've paid everybody now. They've paid Bijan. They've paid Drake London. They've paid Kyle Pitts. What does that depth look like after you've paid for all those positions? And then the Bucs, you go down to Tampa Bay. They probably are the Vegas favorite, I'm assuming. But of course, there is a lot of drama happening with them, with Baker being mad at the Bucs being mad at Baker. Now, his whole situation could go one of 2 ways. He could go be an MVP this year. I could see him just being a little just he's that kind of guy, just to rub it in. He's going to go have the best year of his career. I could see that happening. And if that happens, then the Bucs are probably going to be the leader in the clubhouse at the end of the season to make the playoffs out of the South. But I think we can comfortably say that there's not going to be a wild card that comes out of the South. It's going to be whoever wins the worst division in the NFL. Now, we've seen crazier things happen. We've seen what we thought was going to be the worst division come out and not be the worst division. So we'll see what happens with these interdivision games and things like that. So Saints certainly can play with their starting 22. They can play with anybody. I'm not going to say they can beat everybody. They can play with anybody. It's all about that injury and that depth. Will it rear an ugly head this year or not? We'll see. But I'm going to pick the Saints. It's a coin flip to me.
Yeah, it's tough. Injury. I mean, they lost a key piece on the offensive line earlier this week. Mm-hmm. They're going to be razor thin going in the rest of the season.
Yep. We'll see in a couple of weeks too. What kind of moves does Mickey and the front office make with other cuts and round teams and filling in some gaps and some depth pieces? Sometimes you can find some diamonds in the rough too at the end of training camp.
I think you made the right pick there because, again, if you don't think it's the Panthers, most of us are down on the Falcons like you should be. Mm-hmm. If you think it's a coin flip between the Saints and Bucs, if you're going off of vibes right now, like you mentioned, it ain't good vibes down there in Tampa. Baker didn't have a new deal. He's mad. Vita Vea requested a trade and is not practicing a training camp. That's their best interior defensive lineman. So, no, I'm with you. Things are kind of looking up in New Orleans, at least a little bit more so than Tampa. I think that was the correct pick in that division.
Boom. I did it. Those are guarantees. It ain't no guess. All right, we got one more spot in the playoffs. Are you going to the AFC?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the AFC, and I got to be honest, the AFC's tougher.
It's a tough division.
I think it's tougher. It's tough to find teams.
NFC more top-heavy. It's kind of like the Big Ten SEC.
Yeah, NFC, you got about four teams that are really good. Outside of that, anybody can make it. AFC, I mean, there's
just a lot of good teams.
Yeah, there's just a lot of good teams. I'll go the Indianapolis Colts, though, just because of what we saw last year with Daniel Jones and what it looked like without him. So they go 8-9 a year ago. They were 8-2 and lost their final 7 games of the season. Dude, they brought in Phillip Rivers, who hadn't played in 2 years. That's how bad their quarterback situation was.
8-2, and you don't make the playoffs.
8-2, you lost 7 games in a row. I mean, you lost to the Chiefs in overtime, not a playoff team. Now, everybody else was good. I mean, Texans, Jags, Seahawks, Niners, Jags, Texans. That's 6 games in a row against playoff teams. That's a tough way to end the season. But it just, they weren't close games. You lost to the 49ers 48-27, 23-17 to the Jaguars. You weren't putting up points. You paid Jonathan Taylor, so your best players paid. You paid Alec Pierce, you know who your wide receiver 1 is. If Daniel Jones could come back to form, that offense already played together last year and put up a lot of points in doing so. So if they're healthy, their schedule's not the worst. Like it starts out bad. Baltimore, KC, Houston, Washington. After that 4, Pittsburgh, what are they going to look like? Tennessee, I still don't think is going to be very good. Minnesota, I don't think is going to be very good. Jacksonville, toss up. Dallas, toss up. Miami's not very good. So, like, your first 4 is bad. The next 5 games are all pretty winnable. You do that, you finish the season Tennessee, Cincinnati, Cleveland, all winnable games for the Colts, and then a game against Jacksonville, which could be for the division. So, I mean, their schedule's not as bottom-heavy as it was a year ago with 6 straight playoff teams. But, yeah, if Daniel Jones is back, their offense was rolling with him.
Is he back beginning of the season, or is he going to be a couple weeks into it? I can't remember because torn Achilles, of course, that's always kind of hit or miss on how the body responds to the surgery, to the healing, to the recovery, rehab.
There's good reports out of camp.
Okay.
Now, I mean, if he misses a game, it's the opener, but I mean, honestly, that's a tough game. Anyway. They may lose that with Daniel Jones anyways. So
it is wild to say, like, the AFC South kind of been like the NFC South this year for a long time, like the worst division in football. They're sneaky one of the best. Like, if you draw the AFC South as the team you have to have an interdivision, like the matchups with, that is a tough division.
What, Jacksonville won 12 games a year ago.
Jacksonville was a wild card team last year.
You hope Tennessee is better with Cam Ward.
Yep.
The Colts were a Daniel Jones injury away, and then the Texans.
Texans have the best defense. If C.J. Stroud just plays like a pedestrian NFL quarterback and not like a high school quarterback like he did last year, like, they are dangerous. Like, that defense is for real scary. So that is a very tough division. And you look, and to your point with the AFC, like, you look around the AFC, there's at least 2 teams in every division that you're like, yeah, I could see there's a path to the playoffs for them. Go to the East. You got the Bills and the Patriots. Patriots, of course, how they did last year.
You got in the West, there's 3.
There's 3.
Broncos, Chargers, and if Mahomes gets hot, they could still make it.
Yep. And then we'll see what the AFC North brings us this year.
Is the AFC North the weakest division in the AFC this year?
Right. To go into the year, to go into the season, yes.
And a lot of people a couple years ago thought it was the toughest.
And by the end of this season, it could again be playing like one of the toughest if the Bengals can figure out how to play defense and Joe Burrow stays healthy. That we know what that offense is going to be. Lamar gets back into his regular form, and hopefully Aaron can have a great last season. That could end up being a really, really good division as well. So, to your point, the AFC from top to bottom, a lot more loaded than the NFC, but the NFC, of course, top heavy with the Rams, the Seahawks, what I think will be the Lions again that are going to bounce back very strong. So interesting stuff. So we do know that probably, more than likely, based on the average of every year, there's going to be 5 to 7. So about 6 new teams that are going to make the NFL playoffs. So really fun to kind of go around the NFL. Now, what we didn't talk about was who was getting dropped from the playoffs. Maybe we'll get into that a little bit tomorrow. But, a lot of interesting stuff there out of the NFL. So we'll see how it plays out. But, moral of the story, go Saints. Make the playoffs. Come on now. All right. Get your questions in for Ask the Bench. We are going to go to break. And then when we come back, we're going to do a little Ask the Bench segment right here. Off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right. Richard, do you have a roof at home?
Yeah. Really important.
It's very important. Some would say probably, if not one of the most important pieces of a house.
It is the first thing that you need to survive.
Yeah, and if it's not working, well, your house isn't working. So you need a roof. And if you have a roof and need a roof repair, a roof replacement, a brand new roof, go to Pelican Roof, pelicanroof.com, the most trusted roofing company in Louisiana because they're a Louisiana company. They got offices in Baton Rouge, offices in Lafayette. And if you sign up with Pelican Roof to do a project, they are going to dedicate a project manager to your job. And only your job until it's done the right way. It's done the Pelican way. So no driving across the basin for the crews or the project manager. They're going to be right there. And they are going to do it the Pelican way. And like you drive by it in like a neighborhood or something, you see Pelican Roof signs. You see like a nice clean workplace, an efficient workplace. And that's what you want when people are working, when your house is ripped open. So call them for a consultation. They're the best in the business. 5-star reviews everywhere. Go to pelicanroof.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
I'm Billy Schmidt, and I've been with First American Bank for 13 years. I have a passion of getting to know customers, getting to know their journeys, getting to know their stories, and being a small part of that, and just continuing that, and taking those relationships and expanding out into the community, just to make First American a household name. And people look at us and say, hey, what's special about you guys? You're part of a family.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
People ask why I chose to partner with Parrish. The answer is simple: trust. Whether you're choosing teammates, business partners, or the people working on your home or business, choose a company you know and trust. Visit parrishbuilt.com.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
Hey, it's Matt.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
All right.
Just praying to a God that I don't believe.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench. Closing out the show here on a Monday morning. Monday show brought to you by Automotive. We appreciate your time today. We appreciate you joining in. So let's get to a little Ask the Bench here. Richard, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hashtag Ask the Bench. Brought to you by Ice Cold Delicious Dos Equis. I know you love a beer too.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Dos Equis. Nice
Every
fresh
time.
cut lime.
Good
Ooh,
stuff.
doggy. What is the Saints' record after the first 5 games? Now, I'll give you the first 5 games, Richie. At the Lions, at Baltimore, home against the Raiders, home against the Falcons, home against the Vikings.
3-2.
3-2. I like that. Little tiny Kyler, not going to get it done. So they're going to start off 0-2, I'm
0-2.
assuming. 0-2. Yeah, the Ravens are going to be tough. Those are 2 tough road games to start with. Taylor, what do you think?
I think they actually start 0-2 and 3-2. I think that's the correct
Vikings
order.
are going to be so interesting to me this year.
Can't believe I know what I'm doing.
They got weapons too.
I think Kyler's going to be really good this year. I mean, what really good is that's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
I guess, but like, I think you're going to see better Kyler this year than you ever saw in Arizona.
It's a team that won 9 games a year ago.
Team that won 9 games
with bad quarterback play.
With 9 playing quarterback for you. All right, let's see here. Okay, if you had to choose only one destination for every future vacation, where is it?
That's tough.
You a beach guy or like a mountain guy?
I like both. I grew up on the beach.
Why can't
so
I have both?
I'm not a big like sand guy. Like
Yeah.
going out there and getting sandy. Like my parents live on the beach still, and when I leave something in the boat, I'm like, God dang it, I don't want to walk out there and get sand all over me again just to get my wallet or something. But now I've been going to a mountain home up in North Carolina, and I did really enjoy it. I think I enjoyed going to the mountains more than the beach now.
Yeah, I would pick the mountains for like I would do like a fly fishing trip in the mountains.
Yeah.
Like in the heat, we live in the heat, so escaping from that, doing a fly fishing trip, like beaches are great, but I would rather just like the scenery. It's an event to do. It's a thing to do that I really enjoy to do. So,
Yeah.
And I did it. I hadn't done it in a long time, but we did it. Took Huck to do it in May, and we had just a fantastic time. Beautiful mountains, beautiful scenery, but I would rather go to the mountains than the beach. That's just me. Taylor, what do you think?
Yeah, mountains. I mean, Montana, Wyoming, we loved when we went to Yellowstone a couple summers ago. So anywhere in that area would be great.
Luke?
I'm going mountains. North Carolina, somewhere in Maggie Valley, Wyoming.
Okay.
So my parents have a house in Burnsville, North Carolina.
Oh, no.
And they got 3 or 4 acres up there. They're actually there right now.
Awesome. I love that.
He was sitting on the porch yesterday afternoon, and he had like 7 or 8 deer out in the field he was watching. All of a sudden, they scattered.
Nice.
He showed a big old black bear coming walking through the yard.
All right, we'll go Ask the Bench, brought to you by Ice Cold Dos Equis. If you had to choose, change one thing about Baton Rouge, what would it be?
Better traffic.
Traffic.
I would change the heat. Just make it cooler here in Baton
That'd be
Rouge. If I could
Can
change.
you just do it in Baton Rouge and not the surrounding cities? Because you're asking about Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I mean, I would just change the heat. Just drop her about 10 degrees on average. Throughout the year, it'd be fine with me.
Perfect.
Anything? Luke, got anything? It's perfect.
I hate summers here.
I know.
Hate them.
I know. Right now, it's pretty miserable. This is the worst part of the year. You got to get through it. Stay hydrated with MyHigh. Go to drinkmyhigh.com if you want perfect hydration. Richard, thank you so much for filling in. I know it's effort, and we appreciate it.
It's no problem, dude.
The listeners appreciate it because they're tired of hearing me talk. So have somebody else's voice is great. So, but we appreciate you at home listening. We hope you have a great Monday. Check in with Richard. Maybe he'll be back a little bit later this week. Stick with us. We love you. We love USA.
Off the bench.
All right. Do you want to get feeling younger again? Do you want to get feeling better again? Do you want to, potentially look better again? Go to Rejuvame Medical, rejuvamemedical.com. They got 13 locations across Louisiana. They even got one in Mississippi, Richard. So you go check them out. Yeah. Close to Diverville. All right. Go check them out. They have and their locations are awesome. Medically staffed, beautiful, clean. You go in there and you have a consultation with them. Say, hey, this is what I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling like really lethargic. I don't have energy. I don't have that zest for life. Maybe in the bedroom's a little bit different than it used to be. So go get that energy back. Go get that youthful feeling back. Hormone replacement therapy, testosterone replacement. Get those hormones balanced to where they should be for your age. It's not about being like high hormones or high tests. It's not like going and getting juice so you can go to the weight room. No, it's just about feeling the right way for your age. So go check them out. The best in the business. Louisiana's leader for 10 years. RejuveMeMedical.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock.